Ben, is there some way you can chew that? Do you have to make that sound when you...
I'm not even chewing. I don't chew. I just swallow.
I'm sorry. I'm a little cranky this morning. I got no sleep last night. The air conditioner kept me up all night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it shimmies, you know.
Yes, it makes a noise.
I feel like I've been run over. When I must have slept 15 minutes last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you got to go to work.
I know, and I feel...
I slept 8 hours, and I'm going back to bed.
I just got to get some sleep. That's it.
I can take a look at it.
Would you?
I'm good with a screwdriver.
But just be careful.
Well, you know, as a matter of fact,
that you have the air conditioner secured or balanced.
The super did tell the both of us that it was a two-man job because someone needs to open the window while the other person holds.
Yeah, that's why I don't think you need to open the window or remove the air conditioner. I think you just need to secure it. That's all. Call security.
Dr. Katz, would your feelings be hurt if I left early today?
Rodney, this is not about my feelings, so I guess I would have to ask you, what time were you thinking of leaving?
Now.
Well, that hurts a little.
All
Why
right.
don't you at least sit down for a second?
Okay, we're done, huh?
I guess. I mean, I think this is the easy way out. I mean, tell me one sad thing.
Yeah, all right.
At least can we finish this conversation about your wife?
Okay, I got you. I remember the first time I met my wife. It was in a restaurant.
Yeah.
She told the waiter I'd like to have something simple, so he brought me over.
See, there you go. You're joking again. I mean, we're trying to... You're not being honest with me.
One day I asked my daughter, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
She looked at my wife. She said single.
Again, this is the same
And my
thing.
kids are nothing but trouble. I told my son, someday you'll have children of your own. He said, so will you.
That's cold.
Am I finished?
You know, we're not learning anything by doing this.
Hello?
Yes?
Hi, Dr. Katz, it's Fred.
Yeah, Fred, what are you doing here? This is...
For the appointment.
You're not expected until...
Oh, I might be early, but...
Yeah, you're 24 hours early, Fred.
Well, you see, I had some problems I really want to talk about, and I was afraid that if I did other things would come up, and I'd forget to talk about the things I really wanted to talk about, that the other things would cancel it out.
Maybe you shouldn't...
So, I don't want anything else happening.
Maybe you shouldn't do other things until you see me. Just don't do other things. You know what I mean? Because I'm sorry, Rodney, I'll be with you in 1 second. Okay, forgive me. So I really have to... I have a guy in there.
Oh, could I ask you one quick question really quick?
Actually, could you just slip the problem under the door, and then when I'm done...
And where will the answer be?
I'll slip it right back under the door to you. Okay?
Okay.
As soon as I'm done.
Where's Laura?
Laura had to go.
What am I waiting for now?
I'm sorry, Rodney. I'll be 1 second.
All right. Everything okay?
Everything is fine with me. I think I need to get back to work. Okay,
I'm
Fred?
sorry.
That's okay.
Are you mad at me?
A little bit.
Could I give you, some singles from my wallet?
That's not necessary. That's a 10, I think. Ben?
Oh, God.
Hey, Ben.
Daddy.
Did you go back to sleep?
What?
Did I wake you up? Did you go back to sleep?
What time is it?
It's 10 after 9.
I went back to sleep.
What do you mean? You get up, you have breakfast, and then you go back to sleep?
What do you call me right when you get to work?
Well, I'm calling you for a reason because
why don't you leave me alone for a little bit? I'm going to fix the thing.
No. I have another reason. Is my day planner. I forgot it, and I would love it if you can find it. It's either in my room or in the living room or the kitchen.
Dad.
And just swing by the office with it. That would be great.
Oh, Dad, I don't have time to do all those things today. All those things you just said?
2 things.
I'll try and find the day planner. If not, I'll just come by.
No, don't come by without the day planner. That's my point.
Dad, you know, in biblical times, a day was actually over 3,000 years long.
Is that true?
Yeah. You know how many trees it took to make a day planner back then? Huh? A lot.
Yeah.
Right. That's what killed the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
One day planner.
I feel I'm having an okay week this week.
That's good, Jake.
You know, my girlfriend, we weren't...
The vegetarian?
Well, I got her to go to a baseball game with me.
Yeah.
You know, I like to have a hot dog at the baseball game, but she wouldn't leave me alone. You know, just, you don't know what's in there. You know, I never really cared. They're good, that's enough.
Right.
Except for that white ball. You know that thing?
Yeah.
You know, when you bite into a hot dog, there's that white ball kind of staring at you. A lot of questions come to mind.
Right.
How many have I eaten so far? And should I eat this one? Because you don't know. Maybe that's the good part. Maybe they're going to start selling them that way. More white balls. I went to the grocery store to look at the ingredients on a package of hot dogs.
Right.
You know, half of it I didn't even understand. But I was hoping to find something about white ball, maybe in parentheses, known as white ball. Finally, I come to beef lips.
Gross.
Yeah. I thought they would have made up some code name at least.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how the lips even get in the hot dogs. Maybe that's how they make them. Maybe there's just like a big grinder and the cows, they think they're on a tour of the factory and they're just taken by surprise. Like, very nice operation. You've got a grinder. Anyway, I'd like to go back to the girlfriend.
Sure.
She was the vegetarian.
Right.
And so she wanted me to be a vegetarian because that's how they are. I think it's a typical relationship thing, you know, where you get involved with somebody and they give you the old, oh, I love you change. You know, you can't meet the perfect person. Everyone knows that. I know that. Right. And so you find a person who's close to the perfect person and then you hook them and then work on them a little while they try and dislodge the lure. At the time, I loved her. Well, she loved me, too. But if there had been a guy who was just like me, who was a vegetarian, I'd have been...
Whoa, hey, whoa now.
My other therapist allows me to swear.
Well, that's up to him.
Anyway, her big one, the one that she would use on me all the time, she would say, well, would you eat your cat?
Yeah.
I'd try and be honest, you know. I'd tell her, no, I wouldn't eat my cat. Someone else's cat? Maybe. Then it depends on the sauce, kind of, for me. Because I don't like the heavy cat sauces.
Yeah.
I tell her I wouldn't eat my cat, and then I knew it was over. It's just a matter of how it's going to play out, you know, and she would come after me with, well, what's the difference between your cat and some cow?
Right.
At that point, I'm just winging it, you know. Well, like, the cat is my pet, and I love her, and she's sucking up to me. You know, these cows don't want me to eat them. Let them stop by with a gift. I wouldn't eat my cat. I love my cat. And she loves me, too. But she would eat me. That's the thing about my cat. She would eat me. If I slipped in the shower and was all soggy and bloated, she would probably eat me eyeballs first. You know what?
Yeah.
I would eat her. Now that I think about it, yeah, I would. I'm going to warn her when I get home. You're on thin ice.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
I'm all ready to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So am I next?
No.
Am I late or early?
Well, you're late for last week's appointment and early for the next one.
Do you find my flakiness attractive? Because I'm like a Jim Morrison. I'm a rebel. You don't know what you're gonna get with me. I'm gonna have a tantrum now. I'm gonna knock this off your desk.
Don't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get hostile, but you know what I mean. Isn't
it's okay.
That good though?
Maybe you should go.
Okay.
I was trying to be a vegetarian because she had this power over me. I think women, they're smarter than men, really, is the gist. I don't know if they're smarter, but they have a better organization, you know?
Yeah.
Because they have meetings and they discuss strategies and techniques and plans, and they use them on us. You know, at their meetings, they've got pulled down charts and pointers, and they're drinking coffee all serious and raising their hands. And meanwhile, guys at our meetings, put the hat on the dog again. I guess we didn't think we needed a plan because our demands are pretty simple. Mm-hmm. We only have two demands, as far as I can tell, which are sex and don't bug us. Sometimes, you know, like when we're out in the garage working on our stupid project that they can't believe we're even bothering to build a model of the Starship Enterprise, you know, that has to be perfect so our kids can throw it away when we're dead. You know that's going to happen someday, right, Doctor? Yeah. We're all going to be dead, and our kids are going to be going through our stuff like bullshit, bullshit.
Jake?
Where's the money?
Yellow.
Hi, Ben. Any luck with with finding my day planner? I was hoping you would have been here by now.
No luck, Dad. Can't find your book.
Oh, jeez.
Guess what?
What's that?
I fixed the air conditioner.
Hey, Ben, thank you so much.
You know, I don't know if you're going to approve.
Okay.
But it's better than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben?
Yes, Dad.
I need to enlist your help.
Right here for you.
I need to find my day planner. I left it either in the...
What do you call it when you've ruled out certain areas of the apartment, because I've already searched them?
You're going through the process of elimination.
Whatever. The point is,
Yeah.
I've eliminated a few rooms, and my checklist says I have a couple more to check.
Well, Ben, we have... How many rooms in the house? There's the kitchen.
Right.
We have the living room. We have your room, and we have my room.
We have the foyer.
The foyer.
And then we also have the...
And the bathroom. Did I mention the bathroom?
This is a beautiful apartment, Dad.
Yeah.
Dr. Katz's office.
Why not hello? I know you're running a business, but that's awful cold.
Did you find the day planner yet?
Are you looking?
No.
Well, why not? There should be more than one person on this job.
Because it's not here.
Oh.
Could you please find it?
Laura, I'll tell you something right now. My dad's in a state.
I know.
And,
I'm telling you, Ben, you have to find it because...
I'm gonna find it, Laura. The thing about me is that when I start a job, I don't stop until I fail.
Mm-hmm.
I won't find the day planner. I'll tell you that right now. I know that. But I won't quit.
I tell you, Doc, I get a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And this pressure is like a heaviness. And it's always on top of me, this heaviness. Other people wake up in the morning, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the heaviness is right there waiting for me. And I say, hi, heaviness. And the heaviness looks back at me, today you're going to get it good. You'll be drinking early today.
Yeah. So wait, who's on top of you with the heaviness?
Didn't you hear me the first time?
I guess, I'm sorry.
Jeez, I don't have time for all this. Unless the money is right.
You'll get paid, Rodney, but your payment will be in the form of mental health. That's the business I'm in.
I get paid for this?
That's right. You'll get paid back in a different way. The returns will
and
be...
to think we get paid for this.
Mm.
Want to talk about my childhood?
Yeah.
All right.
Just relax and whatever pops into your head, your first memory, it doesn't have to be a good memory or a bad memory, just whatever comes to your mind.
The time I was lost on the beach.
Yeah.
I asked a cop, how can I find my parents? He said, I don't know, kid, there's so many places they could hide.
Yeah.
I never got lucky with girls either when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I had a date with one girl. I waited 2 hours in the corner. A girl walked by. I said, are you Louise? She said, are you Rodney? I said, yeah. She said, I'm not Louise.
You're still haunted by the rejection you got as a young man from women. That still is something that weighs heavily on you, and you feel like you...
What are you talking about?
I sense that what you're feeling and what you're saying are so far opposed that you're just so uncomfortable with this format.
You take a long time to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, we're working in two different paces here.
Should I pick one? Is that what you're saying?
Well, Dad, I just wanted to fill you in on my progress.
Yes, please.
I've been looking. No progress.
Well, Ben, I need...
To be honest with you, I'm not panicking about this.
Yeah. This doesn't have to do with your panic. This is about my panic.
Well, you've made it my issue, too. Well, and I'm just trying to say that relax. I got it under control.
I need this book, Ben.
I'm here in the house all day. I'm going to find it.
I need it, and I need it in a hurry, so please.
What's so important about the book? You need it right now, Dad.
The reason you hear the beginnings of panic in my voice is because contained in that book are all my appointments.
Yeah.
Notes about my patients, and the first 2 chapters of a self-help book that I'm writing. So
the first 2 chapters of what?
I'm working on a self-help book.
Why didn't you tell me, Dad? Well, you can't just hit me with that kind of news like a...
Because I thought you might make fun of me,
I'm like, why would I make fun of you for... All right, I'll make fun of you. You're writing a book about self-help? Oh, self-help? What, are you crazy?
Well, remember I had a book almost published about 3 years ago called How to Hurt Your Own Feelings? I feel like, as much as I love my work,
yeah,
I feel like there's a more efficient way to help people, and that's why this book.
No, it's not about the money then, huh?
It's not about the money, it's about the help.
I just think a lot of these self-help books actually take advantage of people's...
That's actually not my motivation for writing the book.
All I'm saying is that I think...
I went into the business of therapy.
Why?
I'm in it for the money.
No, I'm in it for... What I was saying is I think a lot of these people who write self-help books are doing it for the wrong reasons, not to help people, but to just help themselves financially, and I think that's great.
What's wrong? What's the matter with you?
Don't ask.
What?
Essentially, my life is over.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
God, what's wrong?
Why the hangdog?
You know this book that I affectionately refer to as my Bible, my day planner,
with
my
all this
organizer?
stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, with every phone number, every appointment, every idea I've had in the last 10 years.
Don't tell me.
Well, I don't know where the hell the thing is. You know, I'm going nuts. I can't find it. I can't dress myself without referring to this thing. It's really...
Have you retraced your steps?
I traced them. I retraced them. Ben has turned the place inside out.
Jeez.
He says. And there's also stuff that, just that there's stuff in that book which, if taken out of context, could be very hurtful. That's all.
Oh, really?
To who?
To Ben.
Uh-oh.
To my friends, to you, Stanley.
Wait.
No.
You like this trash? There's trash in it about me and about...
No one said the word trash.
I just got to ask you something here.
Yeah.
You didn't talk about the thing that happened in Jersey that time when I had the thing.
What thing?
Nah. If I wanted you to know, ixnay with the ink on that thing, man.
It's not events that I write about. It's feelings.
Yeah. Well, that's okay then. You didn't mention the thing in New Paltz that on that weekend in the late 70s?
Well, that I referred to.
Oh,
but in context... In the context of a friendship that's almost 20 years old. And Julie, I just want to, I need to say this to you, is that Julie is a very common name. Just today was
a tough day for you.
I'm trying not to think about the day planner. I'm trying to get over
Dad, I want to just say for the record that I tried my best. I know you were.
I appreciate it.
You seemed disappointed in my efforts, but
I'm sorry if I snapped at you.
It's only because my efforts were disappointing.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, it took me all day to get to this point, but I definitely remember seeing it. I just don't know where...
Wait. What do you mean? You actually saw it?
I know I saw it today or this morning.
You know what would have been a good idea was to pick it up at that point.
I just wasn't thinking like that at the time. You know?
Well, maybe it would be worth our while to retrace your steps.
Right. Actually, it won't be that tricky, Dad, because I didn't take many steps today. You know, I mean, I stayed relatively still.
Okay. Well, let's begin at the beginning.
Okay.
I went to work. And I left you...
I started lying down in the kitchen, then made my way to the couch.
Yeah.
And then I had gotten up to look around.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I fixed the air conditioner.
And how did you...
But what I did was, because there was a space on the left side, it was sagging.
Yeah.
So what I did was I just put a book right under... Well, it was like a leather-bound thing, and I put it right under and wedged it in, and now it's fine.
What, my day planner?
I didn't check.
Yeah, it sounds like. Did it say day planner on the front of it?
Yes, it did.
That might have been it.
Jeez, I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't...
We've all done that. We've all wedged something in between something, not realizing what it was. You know?
I know I'm never going to understand the world. I used to think I was going to just figure out life, you know?
Sure.
Remember when you're 15 years old and you think you knew everything? People come to you with their problems. You know, my girlfriend is, well, break up with her. She's a jerk. Screw her. You know, it just seemed so simple back then. And now people come to me with their girlfriend problems. I'm just like, well, did she shoot you or just point the gun at you? I used to have all these opinions, you know, Doctor. I used to look down on people with tattoos because I thought they didn't understand what they were doing. And now I admire people with tattoos because at least they thought they knew what they were doing. I crave that clarity to walk in and say to a guy, yeah, a flying pig with fire coming out of his snout. Right here. Because that's who I am.
Hello, Laura?
Yes?
This is Fred Stoller. I'm late for an appointment again. You want to know why?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you why. That's the mystique about me. I'm an enigma and it intrigues you. Is he one of these? Is he one of these? I'm brooding. I'm intense. What makes him tick? That makes people attracted to me. What's this guy about? Right?
Where are you calling from?
My friend's house.
Okay.
All right.
Have fun.
All right, maybe I'll see you later.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.
I respect the Pierce people. Have you seen these people?
Sure.
If you want to freak out your mom, if you want to freak your mom out now, you've got to get a lip or a nostril or eyebrow piercing. Have you seen that eyebrow where it's like a shower curtain going across there? Go to hell. And then the tongue one. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even understand what the point of that is, you know? I mean, no one can even see it until you go, ugh. I don't know if there's a name for that or not, the tongue. Well, although I don't want to know. If there is a name, I don't want to know because that'd be like one step closer to getting it, you know? And this way, I can't get drunk and accidentally order it because that would be the worst hangover ever. You wake up the next, Jesus, what the hell did we do last night? I got a nail in my tongue. Oh, ha, 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 it's funny to you.
Whoops, you know what the music means. Our time is up.
Thank you.
Dinner. Huh?
You know, it's not the most important meal of the day,
No.
but it's not bad.
Right. I have potato in my teeth.
It's hard to tell where the tooth ends and the potato begins.
Will you do me a big favor?
Yeah.
Pass the bucket of gravy over here.
Hey Ben, let me ask you something. Have you remember my old Wollensack tape recorder that used to be set up in the living room when you were little? A reel-to-reel machine. I used to record songs in it. Have you seen it around?
I haven't. I don't even remember it.
You're kidding me.
No. What's it called?
It's a reel-to-reel tape recorder.
Right, I know what those are.
Yeah, it's a Wollensack. That's the brand name.
You probably lost it.
Well, I'm just afraid
You
that
misplaced it.
Buried under a ton of stuff in the basement in our locker, in our little area down there.
Well, you should go down and check it out.
I have this song kicking around in my head, and I remember...
Oh, Dad.
I remember recording a million great songs on that machine, and I was thinking it would be fun to set up a little home studio here.
Dad, that's not a good idea, you know?
And I was thinking that you could actually play the role of my producer in this.
Really?
Yeah.
It's enticing. I mean, if you could write something for Broadway, I'm on board.
You have free reign if you can find that machine.
Is it going to require a lot of time commitment? Because I have a lot of time.
Can I sing one line of it for you?
Just one, yeah.
Okay, it goes, left out, but I'm not new.
But I'm what?
But I'm not new. It sounds like Hebrew a little bit, doesn't it?
But I'm not new? That's the one that's been kicking around in your head?
Well, it's about this feeling I felt when I started graduate school.
Can you change it?
You can't change your feeling, Ben.
Then just change the line. You're already losing half the audience right out of the gate.
See, that's what I...
Because actually, you think about the...
Raise your hand. No, you shut up!
Laura?
What?
Do you have the key to the men's room?
No.
Oh. Laura?
What?
Does Dr. Katz have a key to the men's room?
No.
Oh!
What are you doing, you animal? Why don't you use the bathroom like everyone else?
Because I didn't know how to get the key?
You don't need a key.
Oh. Now I remember. Oh, yes, doctor, I'm coming. Didn't you hear him? He said, next patient. Did you hear him? I'm coming, Dr. Katz. Well, we should continue our little conversation at some other time. Perhaps over a nice, delicious beverage. I don't know. I saw where this woman was suing McDonald's because she found a condom in her Big Mac or something, you know? Okay, she should get some money because that's pretty gross, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not their fault that she choked on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm eating something and there's a hair in it, I'm going to stop.
Right.
You know, I'm going to go, ugh, ugh. But she's sitting there just going to town on this thing. Is your, like, pickle in, like, a little packet or something?
Hi, Laura. I'm a little early, right?
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
I took the bus. This is nuts. Wait, that's not the nutty part. While it was in motion, I talked to the driver.
You're not supposed to do that.
I know. It took a lot of innocent people down with me. Ooh, not just me I'm self-destructive with.
How are things, Fred?
Things could be worse.
Yeah.
That's what people say when they point to me in the street. No, people bother me about being thin. They're always going, oh, you're so skinny, I could put my hand around your arm. No, you can't. Why? Because get out of here, you know?
Yeah.
They tell me I'm thin like I don't know. You know, they go, how much do you weigh? I have to tell them so they can go, oh, God. Do you go to someone who's bald and go, what's the circumference of your head? I met this girl, and we went back to my place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one thing led to nothing. And, you know, and she goes, no sex, we're just going to sleep, we'll be friends.
Yeah.
What friends do that? I played basketball with my friend the other day and say, what do you want to do now? Let's take a nap together.
I wouldn't go digging through your past, Dad, to find... I'm just saying, that's a dangerous thing to do. You go back, you pull out the old tape recorder, you pretend that you can write and record songs. I mean, it's a dream that you shouldn't pursue. I'm just saying, you're going to get hurt by me.
You know, I gave up the dream when your mother became pregnant.
What are you trying to say, Dad?
Saying you ruined my life.
Okay.
Ben, are you down there?
Ow! I'm here.
You okay?
Ah, God.
Let me toss you down the flashlight.
Don't
Hang
toss
on.
anything down.
Here it comes.
Ow! Oh,
Jesus,
Dad,
I'm
that's
sorry.
why, because it's dark here.
I
and you
should have
just hit
turned
me in
it
the-
on first.
Right, you got me in the cheek.
I think there were some batteries down there for it.
Oh, why don't you throw those down now, Dad?
The thing is that nobody goes down there anymore.
Why? It's so great down here. It's nice and moldy
Yeah.
and wet. Oh, here's the, Hey, Dad, I found the old golf clubs Uncle Joe gave me.
We don't have an Uncle Joe.
Oh, maybe I'm in the wrong...
Yeah, you've strayed.
Whoa, Dad.
What's that?
There's a picture of you when you were in the army. Is this you? You weren't in the Korean War, were you?
Ben, I gotta go. I think, but good luck.
Dad, don't leave me down here.
Stay in touch.
Don't shut the... Dad! Don't shut the... Dad? Dad, I'm scared! Dad?
Ben?
Dad, how'd you get here?
I closed the door behind me.
Oh, my God.
Am I gonna leave my only son down there alone?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Get in the trunk.
Give me a hug.
Okay.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Did I miss the appointment?
No.
Oh, good.
No, it's tomorrow.
I guess I just can't keep my life in order. You know what I mean? Like those bad boys on Geraldo, that the women, you go, why are you with this guy? Do you think I'm gritty? Am I more like a Jeff Bridges or a Nick Nolte?
Which one of them is taller?
I don't know, but I didn't shave. That's gritty.
Nick Nolte.
All right.
So I have to make a determination exactly what I'm going to do here.
Well,
Maybe
you
you
know-
can steer me in.
Well, you know what we could use actually is a cable for the mic.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure.
But you
And
know-
also, I could use a music stand
Yeah.
to hold the lyrics.
See,
And
I'll get all that stuff. I got no problem there. It's just that, you know how uncomfortable I am talking to salespeople.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in that situation where...
Well, because you like to sound like you know what you're talking about, when in fact they're perfectly glad to talk you through it.
Yeah,
Just
but
don't try to impress anybody.
I don't want the guy to talk me into stuff I don't need.
Let's do a little role playing here. I'll be the salesperson.
Okay.
What can I do for you, young man?
I need some equipment for setting up a home studio.
You're going to need one of everything, and the latest, I think, is what
I'll take it.
Okay. That worked out okay.
Yeah, see, I panicked.
Yeah. Okay, now let me be a different sales guy.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing?
What kind of sales guy are you?
A little sleazy. I like this role-playing stuff.
Joan Rivers here to see Dr. Katz.
I'm sorry, but you really can't bring that animal in here.
Pardon me? This is not an animal. This is my friend. 11 and a half years. This is my friend.
Ms. Rivers, it's not the dog we don't want. It's the hairdo. It's cruel.
My daughter and I are quite close, thank God. We're almost like mother and daughter. Very, very close.
That's sweet.
Get off the couch, Spike. The birth was terrible. I was in labor 108 days, and it was just...
Well, that was a long time ago, Joan.
That was 24 years ago. You don't forget. Mm-hmm. You don't forget. A woman, and they always lie to you when you're pregnant. They say, never more beautiful, you're glowing. Heartburn. I carried so big. And also, I carried very low, doctor. You know, that was one of the problems. Melissa's feet were hanging out the last 3 months.
Dr. Katz's office?
Laura? Laura, you there?
Yeah.
It's Ben.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
What's that?
What do you want?
Say it again? I can't hear you that well. I'm at the music store and the guys are jamming here. Guys, seriously, keep it down.
What?
And, so I could go at any time here, because I might have to sit in. You know, I'll tell you something, the music store, Laura, is fantastic. I mean, the people here, it's like a commune. They play it loud, they play it proud. You know, they stop playing, I don't have to keep talking loud. But I will, you know? Laura, you there?
I knew nothing. First of all, when they show you the baby, I mean, my daughter Melissa was beautiful. You know what it really goes back to? It doesn't even go back to Melissa. It goes further back. It goes back, I wasn't wanted. Do you know what that's like, to start out that way? My parents didn't want me. They didn't take me out of the hospital till I was 9.5 years old.
That's unforgivable.
It was just, it was difficult. And you don't forget. You don't forget these hurts.
You shouldn't forget.
I don't mean to cry. I'm sorry. Spike, not now.
Dad.
What's up, Ben?
Dad, I can barely hear you.
Bad connection?
No, I'm at the music store, and someone's playing the triangle in my ear.
Why don't you call me later?
Okay, Dad, it's quiet now. What'd you say?
I said call me later.
No, it's all right.
Okay.
I made a list. I'm checking it twice. I got a microphone.
Oh, good.
And it's a great one.
We need the microphone. We just don't need the best microphone in the world.
Well, I don't know if it's the best one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most expensive.
Yeah.
You come by here a lot, right, Dad?
Yeah, every once in a while I get a new accent, you know.
Get a what?
A new axe.
What does that mean?
A new guitar. That's
what they call a guitar.
That's what musicians refer to their instruments as their axes.
Their axes, right. And it's not just in music that this kind of stuff happens.
No, there's every business has its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like lumberjacks call their instruments
axes.
Right.
My kids are in a private school, and I don't know, all the schools my kids have been in, most of the parents are out-of-work sitcom actors, you know?
You know, it's a very strange place for a kid to grow up.
So we're sitting there and they're going, let's do a fundraiser. Not because the school needed any more cash, it's because they all wanted to get back on the stage and hit the boards again, you know? They all wanted to perform. Hey, let's do Les Mis. Oh, that would be exciting, Chachi. That's a great idea. So I'm sitting there and they go, Bob, do you have any fundraising ideas? And I said, why don't we sell crack? And then the PTA bummed out there, and I'm like, hey, not to our kids.
Your bill is past due. Could you pay today?
Look, I don't have a problem with paying, and I like the idea of paying. And you're looking at me saying I don't have any money. I know that. I don't think you're qualified to judge me, though. I have a lot of money. Just not on me.
Okay.
And they don't let me have a checking account anymore. You know, you make one mistake. You go out and buy 30, 40,000 Chia Pets on an impulse. Suddenly, oh, Bob can't have an account. Bob can't be trusted with credit cards. We just had kittens. You know, nothing Nothing could help settle up a payment faster than a delicious kitten.
That's disgusting.
I didn't mean eat it. I'm just talking about, like, licking it.
Ah, shut up.
When I was a kid, this was the worst experience. I took a cross-country trip with my mother and father.
Right.
Severe torture. I mean, the whole trip, my mother's so annoying. I mean, I'm eating a Hershey bar. She freaks out. She goes, "Where did you get that?" Where did I get it? Like I'm a junkie. And my connection set me up in Minneapolis. You know, I'm going to be in Seattle in 5 hours. You got some chunkies?
What is that?
Hey,
what do you,
This is just, I just been...
You bring your machine gun?
No, I'm bringing my guitar to work these days just because I'm working on a song.
Oh, so you're back to songwriting again?
Well, actually, you know, I never really left it, but I'm just curious of what you guys think.
Can I hear it?
But just it's a work in progress, so...
Okay.
So, and my big fear is that I'm rewriting someone else's melody.
Oh, okay. So we'll think about it.
Okay. Oh, say can... No, hey, I'm kidding about that.
Just change it
But
to
no.
some other...
Okay, yeah. No, this is how it goes. It goes, left out, but I'm not new. This doesn't seem too fair.
You wrote that?
Yep.
I have chills. I want to start crying.
I'm almost done.
All right.
I've gotta think this through.
Oh, boy.
Then this is a chord that I recently learned from a friend of mine.
Ooh.
That's pretty.
C minor diminished seventh.
I like the song. I think it's really good. You have a nice voice.
Paul McCartney once referred to Brian Wilson as a musical genius. Yeah, and that same year, Bob Dylan called Smokey Robinson America's greatest living poet.
What's your point, Stanley?
That I know stuff.
Ben, can you shut the TV off, please?
What?
I said shut off the TV.
You shut up and be free.
No, Ben, I asked you to shut off the TV.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
Looks like we're in a recording studio.
You know,
you got everything here.
It's what's incredible is.
Do you know how to use this stuff?
Listen to this, Dad. I mean,
Okay.
this is just one of the amazing things.
Lay it
that-
on me.
I can talk like a robot.
That's
Danger,
great.
Danger.
Boy, you've got some great stuff here.
Echo. Lassie, help! I'm in the ravine. Let me hear just a quick note. I just want to get that.
This is the...
I just got to get a level check here.
Okay, we should do a scratch track.
What you need to do right now, Dad, is not talk until I say talk, because that's going to screw up my level check.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Okay.
You're calling the shots.
Well, see, there you go again.
I'm sorry.
Okay, come on, people. Let's go here, all right?
Ben, it's just you and me.
Exactly. Me and you, baby, huh? You ready?
Yeah.
All right, wink, wink. Here we go.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I screwed up. Yeah, I don't say 2. I did this alone. It's just when you came in here, I got nervous. Okay, here we go. This is going to work.
Okay.
Are you all right?
I'm with you.
Do you feel okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Do you want some tea?
Nope, I'm good.
Things okay at home?
Ben, come on.
Are you ready to rock?
Ben.
Hello, Cleveland! All right, well, let's do this, okay? Who loves you, baby? I do. Look at me. Look right here.
You do.
All right. And I'm recording. And 5, 4, 3.
Left out, but I'm not new. This doesn't seem too fair. I feel left out. Didn't used to. I've gotta think this through.
That sucked.
So how do you feel about your mother-in-law?
My mother-in-law, well, actually, Actually, she was a very nice woman, and I had to have her cremated. And I cannot tell you, I flew all the way over to England because they were English, and I had her cremated, and I was coming back on the plane, and then it hit me. Maybe I should have waited till she was dead. But you know, Doctor, I'm busy, and I had 3 days off, and I figured, let me do it now. And and she just wouldn't listen. And I kept saying, Helen, you've always said, Joan, I want to be cremated. Well, I have the time. I spent my own money on the ticket. I'm here. Let's just go through with it. As you get older, there's death. The body goes. Mm-hmm. My body, just drops. I mean, I cannot tell you. I wear a bikini. People think I'm in a one-piece bathing suit. It's not pretty, Doctor.
No, Joan, you are an attractive woman. I don't know why you're so hard on yourself.
Well, that's, Doctor, thank you very much, but that's whatever it is, it's due to plastic surgery. I just go in there. I don't even take anesthetic anymore. The only trouble is, sometimes they can pull you too tight. I mean, a friend of mine, he just pulled her up. She wears her earrings on her ass. I'm you gotta be careful.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. My thighs, I never get in a bathing suit because I get in the bathing suit. I walk around, my thighs go, good for us, good for us, good for us.
I was on a game show in Australia where I represented the United States.
Yep.
And I felt like I did a pretty good job. And when I was playing this woman, whenever the host wasn't looking at her or I'd slap her buzzer, And I think her name was like Sophie or something. And the host kept going, Sophie! And she goes, he keeps hitting my buzzer. And I go, I do not, If you're gonna lose, just lose. Don't drag me into your nightmare, duh.
Bobcat, you know what the music means.
What does the music mean?
Our time is up.
What do you mean our time is up? Do you mean like in a big sense that I'm worm food? Just because you hear some songs, I'm dead? You're a sick little twisted man.
You know what those sirens mean.
I'm gonna break you in half with my bare hands.
Laura.
She won't help you. She's in cahoots with me.
Oh, geez, that's awful. That is awful. Yeah, it's just it's a tragedy, but at least, she lived 92 wonderful years. No, I know not all of them, but hey, nobody lives the eulogy? Yeah. No, I would be glad to do that for you, and please let us know if there's anything at all we can do. Yeah, we will be there, I promise you that. Okay. Thank you for calling. Same goes for you.
Who died? I can tell by the hysterical laughter. Someone in our family just died.
I don't know why this happens every time.
Yeah. I remember the last laughing fit you had.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Estelle.
Oh, Estelle died?
Yeah.
Who is she?
What are you talking about? Morty's wife.
Who's Morty?
Morty is my second cousin, once removed. Or twice removed.
That's too far away from me, Dad. I don't think I've ever met Morty or Estelle, have I?
They used to come over Thanksgiving, Passover. Anyway.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah,
you seem so upset.
Well, we were close.
Yeah.
We were very close.
Yeah.
Very close to hysteria there for a second.
Why do you laugh at somebody else's demise? I don't understand that. I mean,
There's something about,
I guess,
1 minute they're alive, and the next minute they're dead. It's like slapstick.
hope you're not upset. I mean, you look it.
Well, I'm a little upset. She was, when I was a kid, she was there for me a lot. When both of my parents were working, she very often would pick me up at school and bring me home.
Right.
And Morty is somebody I'm very fond of. Morty is a very worldly guy.
Yeah.
If that's what incontinent means anymore. But there are services. There are services the day after tomorrow.
Oh.
The Jews are obliged to bury their dead within a certain time frame.
Yeah, I know, Dad. I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the rules. Thanks for reminding me.
I know, but I remember you threw out the manual.
Okay, let me phrase it this way. Let's put it into the hypothetical, okay? Let's say Dr. Katz was going to have a party. And at this party, he was allowed to invite one of his patients. Do you think that there was any chance at all that I would be the one patient he would invite, or do you think that I would be in the top 5 patients he would invite? Or do you think he would say something like, no, he's not coming? Is that, he's not going to be there? Which of those do you think would be? So, I haven't been, I'm very frightened of doctors and dentists, and my sister went to this acupuncturist, which was pretty cool, but he was a doctor, but he missed these signs that she had diabetes. I mean, she had all these signs. I mean, she was, for example, she was craving insulin, and then she would collapse after eating a Lifesaver, and still, the doctor still didn't get it at that point.
Tell me the whole thing again, Andy.
I went out with this woman for 2 months, and then we didn't have any sex, and I asked her, why aren't we having any sex, which is always a good come-on line. And she said, I can't have any sex with you, Andy, because I'm impotent. And I said, impotent, don't you mean frigid? And she said, sure, whatever it takes. That too. Yes, is what she said. Alrighty then. I can't get enough of the women, though. I can't get any of the women. So I think you can see my process of elimination. I can't get any of them. When I was a kid, I hated musicals. I couldn't stand when I go to the theater and there'd be a musical, and I hated musicals when they tell you what they're going to do.
Right.
They always say, we're going to dance and sing and do everything. Well, then go ahead and dance and sing and do everything. It's like those rock groups in the early 60s. They would go, we want to rock and roll. Well, go ahead and rock and roll then. You've got the instruments and the amplifiers. Who better than you? Maybe I'm a little too upset about this, but it's starting to stick in my craw, wherever that would be located in my body.
That's right next to your druthers.
I used to have an agent and a manager, and then I had a lawyer, and then I used to pay some guy 2%. I would call him up, and he would say, it's not you, Andy, this business is screwed, for 2%. And it was well worth it, is how I felt about it.
Well, you're in a business, Andy, where representation is critical. You need to have people who have your interests at heart.
But do you think it's a bad sign if you're talking to your lawyer and right in the middle of talking to him, your lawyer says, hey, look, I'm no legal expert. Is that good? Is that a bad sign?
Not necessarily.
Dad, it's just that it's going to be a little awkward for me because I haven't been to a funeral in since I was 12, so I'm a little out of practice.
I'll cover for you because I've been to 3 funerals this year, and I'm not a morning person.
Well, just go to bed early tonight, and you'll be able to get up early tomorrow.
It was a joke.
Oh, you mean it was a bad pun? Morning, right?
Puns aren't really good or bad. They're just puns. That's what they are.
Well, don't defend him, Dad. Maybe you're just not a punny person.
That's a bad pun.
You slap me in the face now and...
Pun, you're going to your room right now.
Punish me.
Okay.
Well, don't pontificate.
Okay.
Just pun.
Yeah?
I'm going to be in a little late tomorrow morning.
Oh, me too.
Well, I have to go to a funeral.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Katz.
Yeah, well, thank you. And it's going to be a tough one because, this is my third funeral this year, and I'm not a morning person.
Is that a joke?
Yeah. Why, didn't it
I
seem
don't think that's appropriate at a time like this.
Do you think it's a bad joke or just an appropriate time for a joke?
Both.
You can only choose one.
I'd have to go with bad joke.
That hurts. Well, let's try and pick up where we left off last time, Margaret, because I thought we were making some progress. Tell me about your family, about your siblings.
Everyone in the family was fat. I used to have to hide in the bathroom to eat.
Yeah.
They'd all be at the door trying to get in to get my food. We just want to wash our faces. It was like the night of the living dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it was a very scary childhood. My mother has home movies you got to be 18 to get into. There's one of a barbecue. If you look real close, you can see Hitchcock sitting at a picnic table.
Odd. Weren't you talking last time about your Uncle Joe?
Oh, Uncle Joey.
Yes.
Jeez. Ate nothing but food additives. He was always real shiny like a sausage casing.
Right.
You just want to stick him with a fork. You knew a fennel seed would come flying out. Disgusting human being. Couldn't get a sentence out without, belching. So, Mark, how you doing? Geez, you're looking good. Yeah, you too, Uncle Joey.
Yeah, shiny guy. But it's good that you're getting out. You're seeing people, you're taking chances.
I went out to dinner with a Marine last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He looked across the table at me and he goes, I could kill you in 7 seconds. I go, oh, well, I'll just have the toast then. I like him, though, because he fights.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, he picks a big fist fight. I love fights.
Really?
Well, I don't like the actual fight. I like the loose change on the ground afterwards.
But you find yourself drawn to the macho types, big, strong guys.
I don't like hairy guys, so I went with a hairy guy. He'd get in the bathtub, it looked like the sewer backed up.
Ooh.
All that fur floating on that water made me want to snap a cigarette butt in there.
Where do you meet these guys? I mean, do you go to bars?
Bars. I hate bars. Because I don't drink or smoke, Guys coming up to me, hey, cupcake, can I buy you a drink? I'd always say, no, but I'll take the $3. And then they want to know my name. I say Margaret, and they always go, what do you like to be called? Like Margaret's a crummy name. I go, oh, just call me Bubbles. I'll give you a name, you little weasel.
You know something? I used to actually be very uncomfortable with the idea of being buried.
Yeah.
I thought I wanted to be cremated, but then there's a certain kind of symmetry about regenerating life with the decaying of your body.
That's disgusting, Dad.
I'm not saying we should do it today.
Does he accept gifts at all? Would it be inappropriate to find out when Dr. Cass's birthday is? And do you think sending a present would be an appropriate gesture?
That's the kind of decision you will have to make about your father someday.
About what? How you should be buried?
Whether I should be buried or cremated or who knows by the time I die.
I think you should make the choice, Dad, about the way you want to be buried.
Well, I'm telling you now, I'd like to be buried nicely.
Okay, well, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
Remember when Uncle Phil died?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was great.
Okay, when you're saying to me, get away from me, now are you talking to me as like a patient, like this area is not for the patients? Or are you saying Andy Kindler, you get away from me?
Dr. Katz's office.
Hey, Laura.
Hi, Ben.
It's Ben. How you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Hanging in there?
Good.
Yeah. What?
Good.
Hanging in there, I said.
Oh, I thought you meant you were hanging in there.
Oh, no. It's an expression. Like, I would say hanging in there, and you'd say, yeah.
You have to put more of a question mark at the end. Try it again.
Okay. Hanging in there?
Yeah.
Me too.
My mother came out to California. California's very nice, Andy. San Francisco was lovely. The hills I could have lived without, but the people were courteous and well-kept. She gets off the plane, she's reading from the tour book. Andy, did you know San Francisco is the 5th largest textile manufacturer in the early 20th century? Andy, I would like to visit Sausalito. Can we go to Sausalito, a small fishing village north of the Golden Gate Bridge, nestled in lovely Marin County? Can we go to Sausalito?
Actually, it's kind of a tough time for the Katz family. I don't know if you've heard, but my Aunt Estelle died.
Oh, right. Were you very close to her?
I didn't know her. I mean, my dad told me I met her a couple of times, but I don't actually remember.
Oh.
I think my dad was kind of close. Is he overly upset today?
Not really.
Well, he should be. I mean...
He was trying to make a bad joke.
Yeah. Well, the thing about this is I have to go to the funeral tomorrow, and I'm not exactly a mourning person.
Right. That was the one.
The one what?
The bad joke that he tried to make.
Oh, he told you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wrote it.
Right.
He just tells him.
The thing is that the comedy boom is over. It's very depressing. And I mean, this is the field that I've picked for my life, and it used to be that everybody wanted a comic. In the mid-'80s, if you could say, how you people doing, you could make like $100,000 a year.
Well, but now you're doing other things. You're branching out. You're writing comedy.
My whole trouble is I can't focus. Like I'm supposed to, try and write a script or something like that. So, I want to write a script, but then I figure, maybe I'll take a nap for a couple hours, get things stirred up that way.
Yeah.
Then I start to write, and then I notice that Newhart is on, Nick at Night. So how can you not watch Newhart?
Now you have to.
And then, I'm start to write again, and I realize that Dragnet is very watchable when you're trying to avoid your obligations. Here's my impression of a network TV executive during World War II. Look, I don't like Hitler either, but he's very, very popular. He does very well. He has a lot of energy. He scores very well with the 18 to 49 men who hate Jews category. We're skewing it that way. They buy a lot of products. What do you want me to do? They buy the brown shirts. They enjoy the riding crops.
Hey, when was the last time you bought a suit, Stanley?
A couple of years ago.
You know what size you are?
Yeah.
What size?
41 reg.
41 reg. See, the last time I bought a suit, I was a 38 short. And I went and I tried on a 38 short. And I could get one sleeve in, essentially.
Oh.
I have a little more fullness.
Yeah.
Gotten a little heavier, I guess.
I filled out.
Oh, well.
I bulked up a little bit.
You know what's a good thing to do for that?
What's that?
It sounds outrageous, but go for like a higher number. Like instead of 38, go like to a 40 or a 42.
Well, this is what I was going to tell you. Is this woman who was selling me this suit? She kept saying to me, and she was belting it out in front of everybody. She said, "Well, the problem is, Mr. Katz, you're a portly gentleman.
Wow.
If you want to wear a 38, you have to wear a 38 portly."
Oh. Is there really a portly size?
Apparently, but I am not. Would you ever describe me as portly?
No.
Never.
No.
No.
Never.
No.
No, I'm not a portly guy.
No.
So I said, stop it.
You said that to her.
I said, stop it.
Good. Good.
I don't need that.
Did
She's
she?
probably projecting. Was she portly?
No. She was felt.
Oh. She was made out of felt.
Maybe she was...
Did I say felt?
You know,
No, she was
sometimes when women get really
svelte.
aggressive,
Yeah.
it's really that they're kind of like coming onto you. Sometimes some women do that. They get like really aggressive.
Yeah.
And then they're testing you to see if
How far they can push you.
Yeah, and see if you like that, basically. If you like being bossed around.
No, wait, does it always mean that? Because women come on to me like that a lot. They're always
No, it doesn't
yelling
always
at me.
mean
And
that.
it doesn't always.
It doesn't always mean
What about when they ticket your car? Is that
That's a come on.
That's a... Oh, man, I fall for that every time.
You know, those salespeople, they hate their jobs.
Yeah.
I remember the last job I ever tried to get in the normal workforce. Guy told me I had to wear high heels.
Right.
I said, well, I'll wear the high heels, but I'm going to need a handicapped parking space.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one store, that Ann Taylor. They're a little pushy there, though.
Yeah.
Get in there, they follow you around, rush me in and out of that dressing room. You know, I get in that dressing room, I like to stay a while. It's nicer than my apartment. So I'm in there like 10, 15 minutes. She comes knocking at the door. I go, what? You been in there a while, are you okay? I opened the door, Crick. I said, no, could you get me some toilet paper? What does she think I'm doing in there?
Oops, Margaret, I'm sorry. You know what the music means. We're going to have to stop now.
I know our time's up, but...
Nope. Gotta go.
I think I got designs on you. Bye.
What did you just say?
I think I'm in love with you. Bye.
Wait. This is some... I mean, I wish you had said this earlier.
Well, then we would have had to talk about it.
But we do need to talk about it.
Well, okay.
But, you know, we can't do it now because our time is up. But we have to talk about this issue next session.
I think you should chip in half, though.
Why is that?
If we're talking about our relationship, isn't that a couples session?
Well, technically, but it's really more about what we call transference in this business.
Don't worry, I'm not going to stalk you or anything.
Well, that's good. I mean, it never really crossed my mind. I never addressed that issue in my mind. But I have to get going now because I never go directly home. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm telling you this.
So now what exactly are you going to say?
I was going to ask you. I usually try to open with a joke. But I don't think I'm going to today.
No.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about Estelle, you know.
Yeah, well, that would be a good person to talk about.
Yeah, because
it is her funeral.
That's true. I got to acknowledge it somehow.
Yeah, I would say touch on her.
Hey, Ben, isn't that cousin Sheila's husband, Larry? You remember him?
That's the guy that used to put on the magic shows at the family gatherings.
Right.
And he'd make me be his lovely assistant, you know?
Yeah. I hope he doesn't try to saw the casket in half.
Dad, don't make us laugh.
Okay.
That's not right. Not here.
Oh, man. This is a depressing event here. I don't care what anyone says. And I haven't even done my eulogy yet. Oh, I think they're asking me up to the...
Yeah, you're going to have to go up now. I'll stay here. Unless you want me to be your lovely assistant.
That's all right.
All right, you go up. Knock him dead.
Okay.
Okay.
When I first heard that Estelle had passed away.
Can't hear him back.
Ben, if you can't hear me, come a little closer. I'm sorry, folks. When I first when I first heard that she had passed away, I thought of her life, and Estelle had 92 great years, and by my count, that's 92 great years. I'm sorry, I lost my place here. I remember her love and her laughter. And her love of laughter.
Mayday, Mayday.
Estelle was a remarkable woman. In her lifetime, she accomplished so much and did so much for so many people in her 92 years. Which, if you break it down, it's not that much considering how long she lived, but still, wrap it up. She did a lot. I know what the music means.
Oh, Dad.
How'd I do?
I thought for sure you were going to turn it around, but you didn't. I mean, I've never heard a eulogy before, but I think it's safe to say that was the worst eulogy ever given. At the after party, we're splitting up. That's all there is to it. morning, Joseph 1, Joseph 2, Joseph 3, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Oh,
Dad?
Yeah.
That you?
I need you in here.
Is that you?
I need you.
All right, I'm coming. Oh, God. Dad. Dad.
Ben?
You're just inches away from the shoe. You just reach a little more.
No, my back. I threw out my back, and I'm in a lot of pain, Ben. I don't know what's going on here.
Do you want me to push you over or something?
Oh, God.
Is that better?
Oh, man, this is so bad.
Well, then you shouldn't go bending down into places where you...
No, you know what it is? You get to a certain age, you can throw your back out doing anything.
Yeah.
And I'm at that age.
Well, that's why you got to be careful what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got to think ahead.
Okay, well, let's think ahead for a second.
All right.
I have some painkillers in the medicine chest.
Now, Dad, don't throw drugs at the problem. That's not the first thing you should do.
Well, what should I do?
You should throw money at the problem.
Okay, I will pay you $20 to bring me those painkillers.
That's the right attitude.
Okay. You know what else I could use is a hot towel.
Yeah.
And,
You're not giving birth.
It feels like I am, and I feel like it's twins.
I wish you would. I'd love a brother. I mean, you're in the position.
Yeah.
All I have to do is lift your legs and maybe something will come out. But I'm not saying it's going to be a human being.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay. Oh, give me the other one.
All right.
Thanks.
Just swallow. Don't chew. I might as well take one with you while I'm here.
Ben,
That ain't going to kill me. You know?
No, somebody has to be alert, and I nominate you. You know what's good for a bad back?
What?
You don't know how to make hash browns, do you?
What?
Hash browns. You know, when I hurt myself, I want all this comforting food.
Well, Dad, I'm not going to cook for you.
Oh, that's right, I forget. The union won't permit that. Make me a damn egg. Don't make me come over there.
I'm standing right here. Come and get me.
Oh, well, I'm...
I don't think it's a good idea for you to even dispense therapy while you're on heavy medication.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's why I'm going to take it really easy today.
Yeah.
You know, just going to do the classic,
Don't push yourself.
And maybe once I'll throw in a, did you hear what you just said?
All right, good.
But that's it. I'm not going to take it any further because I'm not in that kind of condition. Hey, Ben, can I give you some advice about the passing lane?
Yeah.
It's not a good place to do all your daydreaming.
Dad, I happen to be a pretty fine driver, you know?
Just smooth and easy.
Yeah.
You know?
Like this.
Ow. That's the thing we don't want to do.
Right.
But
I won't
I would
slam on the brakes.
Exactly, like that.
Or take any hard turns.
Oh!
Coming through. Hey, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
How are you? I'm going to put you down right here, Dad.
Okay, that's
How you doing?
perfect.
You okay?
Yep.
Everything all right?
Yep,
I'm going to let you down gently.
Watch your back.
All right? Here you go. Lean against the desk.
Okay.
Laura, you're going to have to give us a couple of minutes here. I just got to get my father set up. He hurt his back today.
I'm like I feel like a puppet
Dad, don't
dictator,
talk.
you know?
Well, that's going to...
You're right. I'll try
All
to
right.
pace myself.
So, Laura, I mean, I guess I'm going to turn this over to you now. So it's your responsibility to take care of my dad for the rest of the day, because I got to go do what I have to do today, and then I'm going to come back. But that means that I'm going to give you this list.
All right.
And he needs his back pills.
3 every 2 hours, right?
Well, no, 2 every 3 hours.
Okay, whatever.
And just make sure there's not, if there's an excessive amount of pain he's in, you give me a call immediately. And
what are you going to do?
I'll field that call.
Remember Moby Grape?
What?
The band Moby Grape?
How many pills has he had?
They really had such an unusual approach to rock and roll.
He's had a couple.
That's my motto.
Yeah, I don't know how effective he's going to be today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I think maybe he should just take the day off.
Well, no, I mean, I think...
I'll call your patient and I'll cancel all the appointments. I
told-
can do that.
I
I do
told
it
him-
all the time.
I think I might actually enjoy seeing some of these people today for the first time, you know?
It's going to be like a whole new job for you.
Can I have some of those?
It's Ken Rogerson to see Dr. Katz. It's nice to see you again.
Could you take a seat, please?
Oh, well, I'm doing a little better. I'm getting over the fact that a lot of people don't like to talk to me. Thanks. Well, I recently got divorced.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I knew there's going to be problems. I mean, I'm part Irish, and I married a woman from England, which, you know, and that accent's real cute for about a week. And, you know, I mean, that whole Irish-English thing hasn't been working out that well.
No.
For like 900 years now. You know, once every 6 months, I'd blow up her car.
And she would take that personally.
Yeah. You know, and I like hockey and football and beer, and, you know, and she liked the opera and going to those flea markets. You know, I'm talking about those yard sales, garage sales, you know, those trash for cash things. And she would buy stuff because it was $1.
Right.
You know, no other reason. Why'd you buy that? It was $1. Well, yeah, but it's broken. It was only $1. Well, I see your logic. You know, one can never have enough cheap broken stuff around the house.
Yeah.
Say, pass me that cracked ashtray. Why don't we give the cordless lamp a whirl?
Hey, Laura, how's the patient?
He's with your father.
No. Oh, no, I mean my father. How's his back?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, he was in a bad way. Yeah.
Well, everything's okay.
I mean, his back
Mm-hmm.
was not good.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything's okay now.
How does a guy like that get a bad back? I mean, he doesn't do much.
Well, I think that's probably how.
But how do you hurt your back from doing nothing? I mean, I thought you hurt your back from heavy
Well,
lifting.
if you do nothing enough, you know, then
And something's bound to happen.
yeah.
It's my philosophy of life.
I don't worry about death. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die in my sleep. What really makes me angry is I know right before I die, the alarm will go off. You know, I could have slept straight through, but no. I don't know. I was thinking about being cremated when I die. But I think the thing to do if you're cremated would be to have your friends, you know, and the people you love just, you know, take big handfuls of you and throw them at people you hated while you were alive. You know, that creep at work? What the heck is that? Ken says see ya.
I came here to drop off some stuff for my dad to help with his back problem. I bought him a box of chocolates and a gift certificate to a record store. Thought that would cheer him up.
Okay, well, you can just leave it here and I'll make sure.
Brought a hot water bottle. But you might have to heat it because I came from home. But I'll tell you something, it felt good on the way over.
Last Thanksgiving, I shot my own turkey, which I didn't think was going to be fun, but, you know, it was pretty fun. There's something about it, you know, that shotgun going off, blam, blam! Everybody at the supermarket just staring at me.
Yeah.
And boy, I'll tell you what, when you're in a supermarket and you're carrying a shotgun, you rarely wait in line.
Ow! Lordy Mamma Mia! My back. It'll be all right. Woo. It's just my back. And the sympathy pains.
Sympathy pains.
Oh, yeah, I get them all the time. It's because of my caring nature. Oh, man. I could use a little help over here.
But I do have no luck. No luck. I was in Las Vegas.
Oh, that must have been fun.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a real good gambler. I can't play any game where you have to add fast.
Yeah.
You know, I'm at the 21 table going, 9 and 7. You know, and they're just scooping my chips off the table. And boy, you got to watch out there, huh? Because in Vegas, you know, food is real cheap and booze is free. Boy, they want you strong and wasted. After a while, I'm sitting there going, hit me! Sir, this is a roulette wheel? Oh, it appears I've wandered off. I bet they're looking for these babies at that other place.
It's so weird to me that these people come in here. They come in here to talk about their psychological pain, but they don't notice the fact that I'm sitting there in enormous pain. I'm not looking for their sympathy or anything. It's weird that nobody has mentioned anything to me, you know. The only one who's been at all sympathetic to this pain is really you.
What?
Hey, Dad. I called to check in.
I'm actually feeling a little better.
Did you use your hot water bottle?
I did, but you know what? It sprung a leak.
Oh.
But I have been doing some stretching, and that's really been helping.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going back into yoga. And, you know, I used to compete.
Okay.
I could do a full lotus for 45 minutes without blinking.
Wow, that's a record.
I came in third in the state.
I didn't know that was a competitive sport, yoga.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It's vicious.
Well, I can imagine.
Vicious.
Yeah.
Some of these guys get so relaxed.
have this reoccurring nightmare that I'm going to have a kid and then leave it on top of my car. You know, it's 25 below zero, and you have to go out to your car, and you have your coffee in one hand and your kid in the other.
Right.
And you have to set both things on top of your hood to get out your keys. I mean, what are you going to go for first? But, you know, you can't drive off with your kid on top of your car, because if you do, then everybody cries child abuse. Glass houses.
Yeah. How's the job hunt going?
And I actually tried to work in an office, and I just don't understand how people can work in those office environments with these really perky office people.
I've heard about those people.
You mean that woman who just is really upbeat and sort of organizes all the extracurricular activities for the office, and every time you get to work Monday morning, she's just in your face. I've got the birthday card for Vicky. It's Vicky's birthday. Everybody sign the card. I've made brownies in the background. Shh, it's a secret. Shh, 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 it's a secret. Shh, shh, it's a secret. Really, we're going to have a baby pool, Super Bowl. Everybody, pick your team. And it's like, you know what? Vicky quit. You got to get a life.
I'm doing a one-man show of the life and times of Clarence Birdseye and the invention of frozen foods. It's a musical. Yeah, I wrote all the songs and everything. I'm from the old school, you know, so I took tap and ballet and voice, so I can do it all.
Really?
Frozen foods, frozen foods. My eyes have seen the future and it's frozen foods. Frozen foods!
If you want your kids to abstain from sex, yet you want them to have the knowledge about sex,
Right.
the answer is simple. Use reverse psychology. Because I know if I was in junior high school, if my mother would have sat me down one day and said, you know, Liz, your father and I love sex. God, I can't stop mounting your dad. He's a beast. I would never stop throwing up.
And then there's like a fast-talking agent who's trying to get Clarence's, you know, word to the public. And, you know, it takes place in the 40s, so he's very, you know, like, well, there'll be this great scene where they see a piano being raised into somebody's apartment, just like they do in those old movies. And I'll be like, hey, fellas, you mind if I use the piano for a minute? I got to show my boy a little something. Dun, 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 dun. You know, and then there's a big dance number like in Fame outside in the streets. But it's all me. You know, so I have to, that's the part I'm having difficulty with. You know, I was going to make it a one-person show, but if I can get this guy, Elvis Costello, I'm going to have him sing one of the numbers. Yeah, be like, oh, what am I to do now the recipe is gone? They stole my food recipe and I can't go on. Something like that, you know, I mean, you know, Dr. Katz is telling me that I should really give it up and get real and get on with my life because, you know, it hasn't worked after all these years. But this is so encouraging from you.
Really?
You're the only one who understands me. Are you seeing anybody? Hello?
Boy, I feel so stupid, you know?
Why do you feel stupid?
Just because hurting myself like this, you know, I should know better.
Well, how'd you hurt it?
Doing something I should not have been doing at my age.
Oh, I know what that is.
I wish.
How do you know what that is?
Because I'm his age.
No, there's nothing kinky involved, believe me. It's just
Well, what were you doing?
sports related.
Really?
Well, it's not a sport as much as a game. It's a game I play with myself called How Many Socks Can I Pick Up in 30 Seconds? Hey, Stanley, thank you so much for the ride. I really appreciate that, you know?
No, it was my pleasure. That's what friends are there for. I mean, you would do the same for me, and it...
Well, let's play a game. This is called How Far Would You Go for a Friend?
Okay.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
I like this.
Well, let me give you a scenario, okay?
Okay.
I'm choking on my own vomit.
Right now?
No, wait, let me start again. If I told you I needed $20,000 so the mob was going to rub me out, would you guys be there for me?
Yeah, I would do my best. I would try to raise that money. And did they take like Discover?
What about let's say we're in a boat. We're in a rowboat. We're stranded at sea. And we're taking water.
We're going down.
We're going down, and somebody has to abandon ship. Stanley, would you help me lift Julie? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Julie, I'm kidding.
I'm leaving you. I don't care how many Percocet
I'm
you've
leaving
had,
the
all right?
boat. I hope you guys make it back and tell Ben I loved him. Ben, what is this shiatsu book doing out here?
Well, you know, I read up a little bit on maybe how to help your back out.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate your concern, but I think you got the wrong approach here.
Well, Dad, I'll tell you something. The Eastern techniques,
yeah,
even though they're ancient.
Mm-hmm.
They still pack a wallop today.
Well, you know, I have Western stress-related lower back problems.
Right.
That's why I think the right choice for me is a more traditional narcotic.
But Dad, you don't know until you've tried this.
And you know, I don't like the idea of being a guinea pig.
Well, Dad, you won't be a guinea pig on this. I tried it actually on myself, and it was damn good.
Okay, I'll give you 10 minutes.
I think the first thing that I have to do here in order to center your energy is you got to stick both my fingers in your ear. All right?
Wait.
Just stay still.
Wait, okay, just help.
Stay still.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. You're a big idiot.
I can't hear you.
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 How did that feel?
It didn't feel bad, you know? Yeah.
Here, shut your eyes.
Okay.
I'm giving you the finger.
I heard you, Ben.
I'm sorry.
Okay, just why don't you tell me what you're gonna do
All right,
before
well, I'll
you
go
do
through
it.
the major points of
Okay, so you do the shiatsu. The shiatsu.
And then we take a break. We have a big dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get right back into it for the next stage, which would be aromatherapy.
Mm-hmm.
And that means I use certain herbs and aromas in order to clear your head.
Oh, that sounds okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we start there? Because I don't think you could do that much damage with that.
All right, smell this.
I take it back.
That's just to wake you up. Smell this.
Yeah.
We should do some laundry. I'm sorry. If you were here 2 hours ago, Dad, while I was reading up on it, this would have worked out fine.
Would you mind getting me a couple of pills?
No, Dad, come on. We'll work this through before we hit the pills.
Okay.
But we're going to hit the pills.
Okay.
Well, I'm doing a little better now with, cut down on my drinking. I mean, I used to live in Boston, which is really a drinker's town. There's just so many reasons there, like the weather. Hey, what's the weather out? Sucks. Well, let's drink then. Oh, all right. I mean, there's so many reasons, like the Boston Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, when I first moved there, my friends would go, hey, do you want to come over to the house on Monday and get real drunk? I'd go, yeah, what's going on? Oh, some guys are going to run by. Well, I'll do that, Is there a lot of them? I'm doing some community service now. I have to go around and do these little talks about drinking and driving. And I don't preach about the drinking and driving because, but I mean, I speak from experience. I got in a car accident about 15 years ago. I hit a lake.
Whose fault?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the road seemed slick, I'm thinking, woo, they've had some rain here. And I don't care how good you can BS, you're really not going to talk you out of an accident of this nature.
Right.
State troopers sloshing up to my car. And the cop, God love him, he asked me, have you been drinking? I'm thinking, no, I ran out of gas. I think with a full tank I could have made it across.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, these cops, they make me a nervous wreck. I always screw those tests up, finger to the nose. Oops, you weren't real specific on that. I mean, I have trouble with cars, and I think that goes back to my father again, Dr. Ketch.
Right.
He was a mechanic, and I don't know anything about cars, and he would always ask me every time I go to his house, to this day, he'll ask me, how's the car running, Ken? Running good, Dad. How's it doing on oil? Well, the light hasn't come on yet. Get your car ready for winter? Oh, you bet, Dad. I put some hot chocolate in the radiator and taped up the window.
Well,
people tailgating, I can't stand that, because when I'm not in a hurry, then they shouldn't be either.
Yeah.
A lot of people slam on their brakes, which is so foolish, try to get the people from tailgate, get them off their back. No, I carry a stuffed dog in the car. People get too close, I just roll down the window and toss them out. Oh, they hang back after that.
Ken, you know what the music means. Our time is up.
Well, music means so much to so many people. I think the music means I'm not cured.
I feel like a kid again,
Yeah.
It's like the elephant on the toe theory, that your mother used to tell you all the time. Why it feels so good when an elephant steps on your toe?
Why?
Because when it gets off,
I feel so much better.
Yeah. Well, that's the way I feel. I feel like I've been born again.
Yeah.
My back is back. The kid's back.
Well, I think I did a pretty good job helping you out, though, over the last few days.
You did.
I mean, maybe I could do it professionally. I mean, not just for you, but for a couple other people.
You mean be a professional masseuse or something?
Well, I mean, I think maybe one of the helping professions.
Some kind of caregiver.
What is What do you have to do to be in the helping profession?
Help people?
Forget it.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I thought it was rhetorical.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I think that with a little more reading up on how to give a proper massage, I could do it for a living.
Who's stopping you? I think the sky's the limit.
I mean, just on you, because I don't want to touch anybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could give you one once a day. $60 a session. That's how much a year?
I can't do the math either, but
I think that's over $30,000 a year, tax free. Because I mean, it will be off the books.
No, I'm going to have to declare that as an expense.
Dad, give me a break. I'm starting a new business.
Look at this guy. He wanders off, and you wonder why he's going to get eaten in about 3 seconds.
That's part of
the cycle of nature.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Just once, I would love to see, the roles reversed.
Oh, the wildebeest.
The wildebeest that strays in the pack,
yeah.
He's rewarded in some way by the lion,
Instead of eaten.
Yeah.
That would be the right thing, Dad, but the world doesn't operate according to your crazy rules.
Nope.
The wildebeest eats things, too. They don't show that.
Yeah, but the wildebeest is a plant-eating animal, doesn't it?
Yeah, but they don't show that.
To see
all those plants get eaten.
Yeah. That's my problem with nature, is that there's not fair play. I hate to keep coming back to the wildebeest.
Yeah.
What does it have on its side? It's edible. That's all it has going for it. It's really yummy.
Well, Dad, maybe you could go to your room. You have a TV in there. Go watch it. Not that the wildebeest can't hold my attention for a while, but I just worry that there's so much else on right now.
Like?
Well, I mean, we could just change the channel one way or the other, and there's going to be a great show.
I'm not ready to take that chance.
Come with me, Dad, on my journey.
Go ahead.
Look at that.
Holy moly, it's another wildebeest show.
All right, maybe I was mistaken.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Is Dr. Katz ready?
No, he's not.
Okay. Are you having a good day?
Could you sit over there?
Bossy pants, maybe this isn't the best job for you working with people all the time.
What do you mean you're in denial about being in therapy?
I've just convinced myself that there's a friend that I see once a week, and then I lend him $150. When my best friend had a baby, she gained 80 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't think I wasn't photographed next to her every day. I've never been thinner in my entire life. And it's so pathetic, she was really in denial. She was like, do you think there's any chance the baby could weigh up to 80 pounds? I'm your best friend. I'm going to have to go with 45 tops.
You're starting to feel the pressure of your biological clock.
I do. I desperately want to have a baby. Everything I do in comparison seems really inconsequential to all my friends who go through these labor stories,
Sure.
Like my best friend was in labor. She's like, well, I was in labor for 36 days and I didn't use an epidural. I had the baby out in the woods and now I'm back at work full-time and breastfeeding. And I'm like, well, I bought the cutest skirt. I'm the youngest, and both my sisters make so much money, it's embarrassing. And so on Mother's Day last year, they said, well, I don't know, maybe this year we should send her on a cruise or, buy her something really nice, like a gold watch. Then they just look at me and go, and you just make another really nice card. And my boyfriend and I broke up.
Sorry.
Well, broke up. It's amazing how you rewrite history. When I was thrown from the cab, I was completely in denial about that, too. I just lay by the side of the road as the car drove away 90 miles per hour. I was screaming after it, "Don't ever call me again! We're through, I mean it this time!" You know, every time I see my old boyfriend, he's a little balder than he was the last time, and it makes me realize something very important. Voodoo works. You just have to start from the back and one hair at a time. It'll kill him. He was very sweet. He used to call me cutie, which is short for chronic urinary tract infection. Have you ever fallen in love with one of your friends, Dr. Katz?
Maybe.
Well, you know, it's just like you're friends with the person, and then one day you look at them and you're like, you know, that feeling. I was totally in love with my friend Mark, and he would always say to me, "Oh, Caroline, you're such a good friend." And I was like, "Oh, shut up and do me."
Well, you know what? When you meet the right person, you'll know it.
Yeah, and I'll meet his lovely wife.
Yeah. You'll know that too. You're a little homewrecker, aren't you?
You're not supposed to call me that. That's not helping.
Then change your bumper sticker. Ben, is that the TV that I hear in the background?
Well, Dad, it's on, but that doesn't mean I'm watching it. It's just on for atmosphere.
And then when you're not looking at it, what are you looking at?
My tummy.
How about we call a moratorium on watching TV in the house?
You know, I saw a show on that once.
Any good?
In a town. They banned television for a week just to see how the kids would react.
How did they react?
They killed their parents. Do you think TV influences the way people behave, Dad?
Yes, I do.
What about me? Do you think I'm a product of what I watch?
I do. I think
Or do you
your
think
favorite.
it's the other way around?
No, in fact, remember your favorite show when you were a kid?
Remember
you know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
I'm a Big Fat Slug.
I hate you.
I just worry that you watch too much TV.
That is, you know.
And too much crap on TV.
Let me answer to that.
Okay, you want to deal with these on as if they're separate issues? Go ahead.
Exactly.
Okay, that's easier.
The first issue, I watch too much TV. No.
Let me play along for a second. The next issue is that the stuff that you choose to watch is crap, and it's not good for you. It's rotting your brains.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Yes.
Laura, I've had a little time here, and I've written this letter. Laura, I've had a little bit of time here, and I've written this letter for you. Laura, I've had a little bit of time here, and I've written this letter to you. Has a lot of my feelings in it, and a lot of what I'm about, and hopefully maybe what you're about too. Hey, Laura.
Hi.
Hey, remember me? I've been sitting over there. Anyway, no, all right. So, I know your sign and your rule about not talking to you and everything, but I wrote you this letter, and it's, if you open it up, you might want to open it up now, and then I'll go in there, and then when I come out,
Let me see it.
you can. All right. Well, I'm gonna head in. So just read it, and just, you know what? Don't even read it. Don't. I was kidding. It's a joke. It's part of a print. Just throw it away. Just let me just. Can I see it? Oh, okay. That's actually probably rude.
Dr. Katz's office.
Hey, Laura.
Hi.
How you doing?
Fine.
Guess who?
Ben.
Right. I was just checking in, sometimes I will be not so busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I will call you up and, call the office.
Good, that's a good activity for you.
We're sort of having a conversation here. I kind of like it. Did I just ruin it?
I have to go.
Yeah, I figured I did.
Okay.
Hey, listen, actually, before you go, I want to play I'm Thinking of an Animal?
No.
I have a lot of fur, and I'm very big, and I eat fish.
Ben.
That's right, me. See, I told you you'd get into it. You want to play I'm Thinking of a Disease?
Ben.
If I eat a whole tub of raw chicken, you might get me.
Good for you. Bye.
No, salmonella. Hello?
So your parents must be so proud, David, of your recent success.
My mom's the kind of woman that, you know that parable where Jesus turned the water into wine at the wedding?
Mm-hmm.
She's really like the kind of lady who would have told him to turn it back, just yelled at him in front of everybody and kind of embarrassed me and used me as an example, like, you turn that wine back to water. It's noon. We're not all trying to get a buzz on here. I have kids. It's hot. Turn it back.
Dr. Katz's office.
I make you feel all shivery and weak and sweaty. Laura?
I think that was an odd thing that Jesus did anyway. It seemed unnecessary. And if you had that kind of super secret power, I mean, think of all the better things you could do. Although he might have been kind of inundated with a bunch of guys going, oh, dude, man, I have a bunch of sage here. If you could turn this into weed, that'd be so awesome. Jesus, come on, turn it into some weed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know that people talked like that back then.
Yeah.
I don't know what they talked like.
Well, I guess we don't know, really.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, Jesus could have sounded, like an effeminate Southern man.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting if Jesus was running around going, y'all, I just got back from Lazarus' tomb, and P.U., did it stink or what? I'm serious. I moved that boulder away. It was just like poo right in my face, and I'm sorry, but it just stunk to high heaven. Hey, Luke, hey, Mark, y'all come on in. Oh, I'm so nervous because tomorrow's my big Sermon on the Mount. I'm so nervous it's going to make or break me as a Messiah. This is so important. And I just don't know what to do or say or wear. Luke, does this robe make me look fat? Oh, Lord. Oh, that's me. How many times have I done that today? I'm constantly buying stupid products, and I bought this Perfect Nipples kit. That was a waste of money. And you know what? It hurts. There are just so many products that are unnecessary and that we just buy blindly. We accept their need. Like this, the beer company is coming out with these largemouth cans. I mean, I don't understand who's having trouble drinking out of their beer can. Like, the only people who could possibly benefit from this are giants, and they haven't existed for over 200 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I recently attended a pro-drug rally in my basement, and it was good. I gave myself some literature, learned some things, and for instance, I think marijuana should be legalized. I really do. I mean, not everybody should be able to smoke whenever they want. I wouldn't want my doctor getting high, right before he operated on me. I mean, that's a good example of when it's a bad time to bulk up. I mean, the last thing I'd want to hear before I went under would be, nurse, come here. Give me one of those, the pointy thing.
Scalpel.
Yeah, scalpel is exactly the name of it. Yes, okay. Hi, how you doing? Okay, so, we are doing what here again? Oh, yeah? Okay. Okay, let's give it a shot. All right, let me dig in. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, anesthesia. Whoops. Okay. Whoa. No, I'm sorry. She had told me.
Laura?
Yeah?
Do you ever watch the nature films?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that a lioness will roll around in elephant dung just to make herself more desirable to the lion?
Mm-hmm.
Just because that fragrance, she thinks, I'm not like I'm second guessing her, but apparently the fragrance is attractive to the male lion. What do you make of that?
No, I guess I didn't know that. Did you know that most of those nature shows are actually taped in front of a live audience?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they sweeten it up.
That's funny. You're in good form today, Laura.
Oh, shut up.
Dr. Katz, have you ever been sued by a creditor?
Pursued, you mean?
Sued.
No, I haven't.
Pursued?
Yes.
Every day I get this phone call from Mr. Gomez. A man has never called me this much. It's the biggest commitment I've ever had in my life, and he wants money.
Right.
Every time. Hello, is Caroline Ray there? This is Mr. Gomez with a very important banking matter. No, I'm sorry, she's not here right now. Don't ever call back. Click. Or I'll put on like some really bad, Scott. Oh no, she's not here anymore, but she's going back to Edinburgh and she's never coming back. All right then, never call again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Never again. And this is the advice my mother always gives me. Because she's like a 1950s babe, so no matter what I ask her, whatever the problem is, I'll go, I'm being sued by a bunch of credit cards, and it's really scary living in New York, and I don't know what to do. Darling, just put on a little lipstick. You know, I have creditors banging at the door. All right, we're here for the furniture. Oh, just a second, please. Are you gone yet?
Dr. Katz's office.
Hey, Laura.
What's that screaming in the background?
Oh, I'm watching a movie. It's one of those screaming movies where the woman goes, ah! And the guy's scared too.
Sounds good. You better get back to it.
It's funny you bring that up because he thinks I watch too much TV. And, I do. That's pretty much it. Boy, do I really have nothing to do.
My managers are Australian. The way they talk, everything sounds really good because they go up at the end of every sentence. But they're the most tactless people, so they're constantly insulting me with this really lovely tone. Like, I'll call them up after an audition and I'll go, well, did you get any feedback? Yeah. We talked to the guy and you didn't get the part. No, they thought you were fit. You know, it's so pathetic. And then I went shopping the other day for this dress, and this sales girl was, first of all, she was incredibly mean. I go into the dressing room, and she pops her little head over the curtain and says, does anything fit? Yes, I was able to get the dressing room curtain around my hips. And then there's this, like, perfect skinny little girl in the dressing room next to me, and she comes out. She's trying it on in a size 2, and I'm trying it on in a size 12. So basically, I just looked at her and was like, I'm 6 times bigger than you? Ah! And then the stupid sales girl comes around the corner again. Oh my God, can you believe that's the same dress? It looks so different.
I feel like I walk out of the house, and the second the door closes behind me, the TV goes on, and it doesn't go off until I come home.
That's not healthy.
Maybe he just shouldn't be watching so much TV.
Yeah, but how can you limit it? I think it's important to set limits and to actually take a firm hand with your, with your offsprings.
Well, I don't like to honk my own horn, but I went home and I said, Ben, enough is enough, We got to draw the line somewhere. And I think that's
firm hand.
Yeah, I think that's really what a kid wants, is boundaries.
So what what did he say?
I don't think he heard me.
Let's see.
Well, the TV was on. It was too loud.
Too loud.
But just getting it off my chest felt great. What is the lesson that we've learned tonight watching this show?
We're better than the wildebeest.
We're different.
Right. We're smarter?
This is why I want you to watch this, because we learn so much from these shows about our own nature.
Do you know what the average number of hours people watch TV a day is?
No, I don't.
Like 3.5 hours a day. And
how much do you watch?
I watch considerably more.
So you're bringing up the average.
Well, I don't know what to make of that, but that's your job. I just sit here and watch TV.
Remember that thing I used to do with my finger where I make it look like I was
taking it off?
Yeah. Remember the first time I did that, what you said?
I said, that's an optical illusion.
That's right. That was the first time I heard you use the word illusion.
I can't do it.
You know what the difference is? You haven't invested the 350 hours that I invested
practicing
in
that?
Yeah.
You have to be double jointed, don't you?
You know who's double jointed?
What?
Come here, I'll show you who's double jointed.
Wow.
I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to the bathroom, and when I come back, I'm trusting you not to change the station.
How long are you going to be?
I'll be back before the next commercial.
Well, take your time. What are you going to do, 1 or 2?
I actually was thinking of doing a combo.
To be honest with you, the dinner tonight is sitting a little heavy.
Well, that's why the good Lord created 2 bathrooms.
Yeah. Hey, Dad?
Yeah?
You're missing this here.
You're missing this?
Well, this has got to be more interesting.
All this nature stuff is starting to seem a little unnatural to me.
I can't hear you. What?
I said your mother.
I can't talk to you like this anymore. But all I'm trying to say is you're missing some great TV out here.
Just slip it under the door.
Hurry it up.
Yeah, okay.
You got to get out there. You have to do things for you, and enjoy yourself.
I'll do some things for me. Like the other night I rented Schindler's List, and I got to be honest with you, not that funny.
Where were you sitting?
Hi, Ben.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Yeah, how's the day been?
Fine.
Same here.
Okay, bye.
My dad's in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Do you want to talk to him?
No. No, I mean, I've had enough of that.
Okay,
I don't know
then.
how many times can you talk to your dad in one day?
Right.
Without getting sick of it.
I hear ya.
Hey, listen, actually, before you go, quick question. Do you watch a lot of TV?
Not a lot, no.
You have a TV, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Cable?
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Great.
How many channels does that baby get over there?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot.
136 over here. Yeah. I'm thinking about getting the dish.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive, huh?
Great.
Like, how much TV a day do you watch, Laura?
I don't know.
I mean, how many in hours?
I don't know.
Well, how many hours?
I don't know.
What's the average?
2.
Break that down to minutes.
Bye.
Damn it.
My mother's obsessed with playing bridge.
Really?
Aliens could land at the door. She wouldn't care less. She just said, oh, come on in, invade later. We've got a good hand going. All right, you be dummy this hand. Hey, quit sucking the life force from the dog and pay attention. This is not an easy game, mister. All right. Lemon square? It really is disgusting how, like, men think it's perfectly okay to say things to you as you walk down the street.
Well, not all men.
Most of the time, actually, they think they're complimenting you. But the other day, this is so pathetic. I was coming home from the gym.
Yeah.
And I'm walking along the street, and this man passes me and says, hello, fatty. I just wanted to kill him. No, it is disgusting, though. Like, you're walking down the street really innocently, and some, like, construction worker's like, Maria. So, I mean, what do they think I'm going to do? Run over and go, Tony, is that you? It's me, Big Hooters. Hi. It wouldn't even gross me out or bother me so much if they could show me one marriage that has come from this kind of an introduction.
Uh-huh.
Mommy, how did you and Daddy meet? Well, dear, I was walking along the street one day, and your father screamed the most disgusting things at me. Oh, something about wanting to eat his lunch off my ass.
You know, we're gonna...
I fell in love, and the rest is history. Now clear the table.
Our time is up, and we're gonna have
You
to...
know, I just want to ask you one more thing.
come back to this.
No, one more thing.
Sorry. No.
If you ask... What if that...
You know, Dad, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop eating and let's do something else. We could either talk or we could watch TV.
Well...
Or we could have dessert. Let's talk. What do you say? We don't do that.
How about...
Enough?
Pick up the phone and dial my office, and you're in for a real treat.
You want me to pick up the phone and you call your office?
You'll be proud of me when you hear what's on the other end is a new phone system.
You have a new phone system at the office?
Yes.
Well, that's great, but
Yeah.
why call it? It's just a phone, right?
I want to show you what it can do.
Well, what
Get
can it
ready
do?
to dial in some options.
All right, I can't
because,
do two things at once here. Listen to you and listen to the ring.
But just poise yourself for some real serious options.
I can't
here.
wait. This is
Yeah.
going to be exciting.
Yeah. I'm just afraid that the choices are going to paralyze you.
Yeah.
You know? It hasn't picked up yet?
No, sir.
You sure? Because
pretty sure.
You sure you dialed the right number?
Hello?
Hello?
Ben?
Laura? Laura?
Ben?
Laura?
Ben?
Laura.
Why do you keep saying Laura?
How did you get this number?
My father told me to call the office to check out the new phone.
Jeez, Ben.
Oh, wait, hold on
What?
a sec, Laura. Can you hold on?
Tell her it's my fault that you called her at home, that I had the calls forwarded from the office.
Oh.
And then I apologize for waking her
dear.
up.
Laura?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Ben. How are you? Listen, this is a sort of a mix-up. My dad told me to call the new phone system at the office, but apparently all the calls are forwarded, and if you don't know what that means, it's a system by which if I call the office number...
I know what it means.
Right.
Just tell her the part about my being sorry, Ben.
Oh, right. Oh, my dad also apologizes for this.
For not mentioning
Right.
it to her.
So, sorry about that. I apologize. I didn't mean to I hope I'm not disturbing you. What are you wearing?
I don't know if you're talking, but I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear... Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Laura? Can you hear...
Hey.
Can you hear me, Laura? Laura!
What?
Are you there?
Hello?
I can hear you fine.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Ben, she's teasing you.
What?
She's teasing you. Don't
What?
you know that?
You're gonna have to talk louder.
I can't hear you, Dad.
I said she's teasing you.
What?
I can't hear you.
Dad, will you talk... Dad? Laura!
Hello?
Just hang on. I'm going to put my dad on. He knows a little something about the phone system.
What?
Go put the... Dad!
Speak up!
Pick up the phone!
Please speak up. I
You
can't
take
hear
the phone now, Dad, from me! Dad! Here's the phone. Talk to Laura!
If you're saying something, I can't
I can't.
hear
I can hear you fine. You can't hear me. Why are you yelling?
And there's another neat little feature, something called bill tracking.
Yeah.
And this tells you who you called and how long the call was, how much the call cost. So now...
Is that new?
It's new in that sense that you can just push a button and it prints out a little report immediately.
Oh.
For instance, look, it says here yesterday that someone from this system placed 2 calls to Prague.
Yeah, well, I could have told you that.
Yeah, well, now you don't have to. That's the beauty of it.
Laura, I'm trying to practice being upbeat no matter what people say to me.
Okay.
So you want to try that with me?
All right.
I like you very much, Laura. You're a wonderful person, and I'm glad that I've gotten to know you over these years.
Could you please take a step back?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Please take another step back.
Okay.
Because I can still smell it.
That's not nice, but I'm very glad that you pointed out that there may be an aroma.
Could you just face the other way?
Yes.
What
Yes.
did you eat?
There's no problem at all.
What do you mean you feel ill-equipped for life?
I'm not prepared for any emergency at all. I don't know how to help a choke victim. I don't know CPR. The only thing I know, I learned from watching movies when I was a kid, that if you fall into quicksand, don't struggle.
That's right. You're not supposed to struggle.
And I've never seen any quicksand in my adult life, ever. And every movie I watched when I was a kid, all there was quicksand. It was on the road going to the village. People were dropping like flies into the quicksand. And I watched so many movies, I became an expert on quicksand. Like I would see a movie, I go, that is way too oatmeal-y. What are they trying to pull on me? You know, when I was a kid, I used to chew gum, and then, like when the flavor would go out of it, I'd go in the kitchen and put some table sugar in there.
Right.
And then I would go out and play for about 15 seconds, and then I run back in the kitchen, and I put some more sugar in there. And then after a couple of years, I woke up one day and I said, do I really need the gum? I mean, I guess what I'm really trying to say is the gum really necessary? Or a third version would be, why the gum?
I don't think you need a third version.
Hey, Dr. Katz, help me out with this new joke I'm working on. Just give me a noun.
Pencil.
Okay. The guy who invented Mad Libs is laughing all the way to the pencil. And my entire family is nonviolent, but nonviolent to the point of panic.
What do you mean?
When I was in 7th grade, this kid said to me, I got in an argument with this kid. He goes, I'm going to kick your ass, Kindler. 3 o'clock in the playground. You better be there, too. 3 o'clock in the playground. Not only did he want to beat me up, he wanted me to make an actual appointment to get my ass kicked. At 3 o'clock, let me see. Ralph's kicking my ass at 2:45. That could run a little bit over. How would 3:15 be? I actually got in a fight for the first time in my life last year, although I don't know if it was a fight because I didn't hit the guy back or anything like that. So
what happened exactly?
I came out of a bar, and 2 o'clock in the morning, this guy comes up and hits me in the ear as hard as he can. But I used my self-defense move on him, which consisted of holding my ear while backpedaling furiously.
Yeah, and I just want to go back just for 1 second to this Prague issue, because I want to make sure it would comfort me to know that these calls are business related. That's what I'm assuming.
Well, then they were.
That's comforting. If you're not comfortable talking about it, it's really none of my business, you know. But I'm just assuming that if you were going to have a relationship on the phone with someone in an Eastern European Slavic nation,
Yeah.
that you would, in fact, assume responsibility financially for those calls and would reimburse me. I don't want to back you into a corner, but just be a little respectful of the notion that I pay the bills around here. Okay? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Can I buy you lunch?
Hi, Laura.
You're early.
I'm always early. That's why I get the worm.
What?
The worm. The early bird gets the worm.
What are you talking about?
It's an expression.
Oh.
It's an expression. You know how sometimes people take the humdrum, day-to-day thoughts and words of their lives and try to transform them into the poetry of human speech? You know what I'm talking about?
You mean cliches?
He must be a lot of fun to work for, I'm guessing.
Guess again.
He must be a little fun to work for.
I'm going to give you one more guess, and then we're going to stop talking to each other. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good.
You're very strict. I like that about you.
Thank you.
You should be in the other room, and he should be out here answering the phone.
I've suggested it, but he just never thinks it's a good idea.
Well, I'm not part of that camp, because I think you're aces. I think you're the cat's PJs.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's weird, because I never really liked you much. But I kind of do now.
Yeah? Oh, good. Well, it's good to meet somebody with an agenda.
Mr. Mamet,
Yes.
are you just blowing smoke up my ass?
What do you mean, just?
You know, I have to tell you that I've only used hypnosis on 2 other occasions as a therapist, and I'm not proud of either of them.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's really your call.
Hey, listen, I'm here to get better.
Yeah.
And whatever it takes.
Okay. Why don't you close your eyes and listen carefully to what I say?
Okay.
And as we get into this, you will find yourself becoming more and more relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay attention to your right foot, you can feel the muscles in it relax. Feel the muscles in your right lower leg relax. The right upper leg is now relaxing. Now on the left side, we'll concentrate on the way that your left foot is relaxing. The left leg.
Can I stop for a second, Doc?
Yeah.
Is there a difference between relaxing and getting bored out of your mind?
I think getting bored is part of the process.
Okay, well, I'm with you then.
Okay.
Hit it.
Next, you'll be able to feel the muscles of your right hand relaxing, the right lower arm and the right upper arm relaxing. Did your left leg, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I should really have a checklist here.
Are you planning to bill me for this session?
How's it going, Laura? How are you today?
Fine.
Dr. Katz is getting me more in touch with my feelings, and he thinks it's very important that I say how I feel. So I just want to let you know that I'm uncomfortable around you. Because Dr. Katz says, get it out. You got to get it out. You got to put it out there. Now, when you sigh, that says to me that you're uncomfortable with me. I don't like that. I don't like that, Laura. I don't dislike you. I don't like it.
Sorry.
Sorry doesn't pay the therapy bills, Laura.
Who does? Because you come here a lot.
I have a trust fund.
Ah.
Benny boy,
How are you? What's up?
nothing much. Just wanted to call on the new phone system.
Ooh, that's great, Dad. This is about the 3rd time you've called today.
Well, I can double check that because, display how many times I've actually called you.
Well, you don't have to check it, Dad.
3 times.
Don't you have any customers today?
You mean patients?
Whatever.
I do. In fact, I've already seen a few people, but I just wanted to take a few minutes. Ben, let me tell you the real reason I called.
Okay.
You're on a conference call.
Get out of town.
I'm serious.
Who's on the line, Laura?
No.
The White House?
The White House? No, I'm calling the phone system's customer service.
Laura, I'm trying to work more on my conversational style with people.
Yeah?
So I was wondering if you would do a little role-playing with me, and you could be like someone who would be having a nice conversation with me.
Okay.
So how's everything going?
Fine.
What you been up to?
Not much.
Boy, the weather seems to be changing on a seasonal basis.
You said it.
Hey, Dad, I gotta be honest with you here for a second.
Uh-huh.
Your hold music?
Yeah.
It sucks.
Well, that's not my hold music. That's the customer service hold music.
Oh, because we're on...
And I also don't think it's so bad. What's the name of the water music?
Is it Handel or Schubert who wrote that?
Oh, who cares?
That was 200 years ago.
They flew by, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think it's Muzak, Dad.
Not Handel.
I know, it sounds to me like the real thing, like a recording of chamber music or something.
I always thought
chamber music was a bunch of chambermaids getting together and just jamming.
Then I'd go see a concert.
I'd take you.
Laura, am I your favorite comedian?
Yeah.
What's funny about me? You wouldn't say I'm funny because I'm funny looking, though, would you?
I don't...
Because people have always said I look like Horshack from Welcome Back, Kotter.
Yeah.
I've had that my whole life.
Yeah.
And
No, you're definitely heavier.
Right, is this guy ever coming back, or...
Oh, jeez, I'm so glad you reminded me.
Yeah.
I better remember why I called him.
Yeah, why did you call him?
Well, I'm having some problems. One of the things is that calls will disconnect in the middle of nothing. Ben? Hello?
Not me or Dad.
No, but I mean, is my nose that angular? Do I have like a Horseshack nose to you? Or is my nose in proportion to my... Is my nose ethnic? Would you know right away I was Jewish, or might I be Italian? If you didn't think about it.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think of the conference call?
I could do without it.
Honestly.
Honestly?
Yeah.
I could do without it.
Ben, I hope you've enjoyed this. I got to get back to work. You have.
I'm glad you included me in your first phone game. I feel honored.
It's not a game. It's a game. Okay, so let's move away from this quicksand area.
Okay, but in the old movies, I'm telling you, if you moved away, you'd fall into another batch of quicksand.
Yeah.
You couldn't help it.
What are they're always holding their hands over their head when they're going down. What were they reaching for?
A vine? I'm sure it's a vine. Or a vine-oriented item. I always end up doing these corporate gigs, and they're very, very depressing. First of all, the people don't want to be working for the corporation.
Right.
And secondly of all, they don't want to be at an event where the other people at the corporation are there.
Understandable.
And thirdly, they don't want to have to focus their energy on you. And whenever I play these corporate gigs, they always have a special request. They always say, hey, can you come and dress as a table, and we'll eat off of you for a couple of hours, and then you pop up and do a couple of minutes? Would that be okay? Could you come in dressed as a plumber and say you're here to fix the pipes, and we'll make a microphone that looks like a wrench, and you can do 20 minutes? Can you come in waving a gun and shoot it off, and as people scatter towards their cars, you can do a few minutes? How about that?
So these are not good gigs, is what you're saying.
And they always want you to do something about the people who work at the company, but they never give you any information. And they always say like something like, hey, can you do something about Bob? Because he's from Chicago. Maybe you could do something about the fact that he is from Chicago. Oh, yeah, all right, I got it. Don't worry about a thing. I'll take it from here. Wait till you see me during the show tonight. You're going to love it. I'll give you the little okay sign during my Chicago chunk. Where is Windy City Bob? Where is the man who enjoys deep dish? Where is the man who occasionally likes to stroll down Michigan Avenue?
You know, I have always been the most resistant of all of the three of us, I would say, to new technologies.
Absolutely.
But I finally am on board. I made the plunge, and you know the expression, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink? Mm-hmm. Now they can make him drink. But it's so amazing what they can do now with you know, my dad had surgery last year.
Yeah.
And they were able to, using fiber optic cables to look inside his lower intestine while I'm on the other line. You know?
They can look in there?
You know, through Sprint or something. I don't know who's doing it, but it's unbelievable. You know what they found in his lower intestine?
I don't want to
know that either.
Ben used to think when Roz and I used to say the line was busy, he when he was a little guy, he used to think we were saying the lion was busy.
Ooh.
Yeah. He was so stupid in those days.
No.
You know, because both of us over-articulated, if anything. How many times is it wrong?
That's 5 now.
5 rings, yeah. I think, I think it picks up after...
Now we're in between.
After 7 rings, or if it gets to a certain heat in the room, it'll pick up. You know what, but I'm one of those guys who has always said that technology doesn't make our lives simpler, it makes our lives more complicated. Yeah. I've come around to the other side. I'm now a believer in technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't picked up yet.
No. It'll pick up, I think it picks up on the 8th or 10th ring.
Yeah, remember the rotaries, Dad? Remember the rotary?
The rotary phone. Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah.
Am I the only guy that actually owns a rotary cellular phone?
Those were the days when you had to put some work into making a call, you know?
Yeah.
Now it's just like, it's similar, but it's a little easier. Hey, Dad?
Yeah?
You remember the old phone system you had in the office? Oh, that was great.
Jeez, I miss it.
It used to pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this you know...
How much did you drop on this new system? Because this is the 10th ring.
Well, remember graduate school?
Yeah.
That's out.
You know, I heard a terrible story. You know, the worst thing in show business, people always want you to do things on spec.
Right.
You know, do this on spec, do that on spec. Turns out the guy who did Mount Rushmore did it on spec.
Well, that's got to provide you with some comfort.
You think?
I think.
I used to write for a greeting card company. I don't want to name them. But
Okay.
I mean, and I don't think I did all that well. I mean, I was supposed to write condolence cards.
Yeah.
And the first thing I came up with was, heard you died.
So you didn't really understand the concept.
Well, that's what they said. You know, I thought it was...
Didn't you also write another condolence card that actually caught on? The who died and left you boss.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Do you really like that, or are you just saying that?
No, I think that's catchy.
Because I know that you're kind of caught between traditional psychoanalysis and straight up pat on the back, that'll be $58, get out of here therapy. So it's hard for me to know if what you're...
Yeah, where could you get therapy for $58? That's the part that
that's true.
That's where you lost me. No, I was taught to believe that a little enthusiasm is not inappropriate in a therapeutic environment. So give me a D.
D.
Okay, that's plenty.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how can I believe in it? You know, because basically I'm paying you to say that. I mean, aren't I? Or am I?
Not at all. Not at all. That's not what you're paying me for.
What am I paying you for?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
My favorite town to play is Las Vegas. Oh, I love Las Vegas. I go there every time I'm booked.
Well, that makes sense.
Sometimes the crowds aren't that good, but you know what? No matter what, I give 20%, no matter how I feel. And I was on the, I flew in Las Vegas, and they have one of these shuttles that you can save a couple of dollars on the taxi by taking a shuttle.
Right.
And it only takes about 7 hours to get to the hotel. And you will get luggage back that looks very similar to the actual luggage that you brought. In other words, if you bring a duffel, you'll get a duffel. Bring a valise, get a valise. I heard these two guys talking on the shuttle, and they were from New York, and the one guy says to the other guy, he says, hey, this guy told me he parks cars over at Circus, makes $100,000 a year. Even if he's lying, he's making $75,000. I love the fact that this guy buys anyone's premise. He just thinks all he has to do is bump it down by 25%, that's all. That guy over there tells me he's Jesus Christ. Even if he's lying, he's John the Baptist, for crying out loud.
But doing these jobs, these engagements, you know, must be satisfying in some way, or you wouldn't keep doing it. Am I right?
Here's my impression of me every time I go on the road and perform. Please allow me to proceed. Come on now, stop it.
You know what the music means, Andy. I'm sorry. Our time is up. Sure, hold on one second. Can I tell him who's calling? Okay, hang on one second, Ann. Hey, Ben?
Yeah, Dad.
You have a call.
Stop joking, Dad.
It had to happen sooner or later.
You can't be serious.
Wait, hold on one second, Ann. He's in the tub. Hold on one sec. Ben, should I take a message, or do you want to dry off and take?
Well, I'm in the bath. I can't get out here. Take a message though, and I'll call back.
Okay.
That's the way you usually do it, right?
I'll tell her you'll call her back.
Who is it?
It's Ann.
Ann who?
I didn't get that far. Hold on one second. Ann, what's your last name? No, he's still in the tub. Hold on one second. It's Ann Howard from high school. Ben.
Ann Howard? She's still in high school? That was 6 years ago.
Well, you've been in the tub for an hour and a half. I wouldn't talk.
I guess anything goes.
Wait, hold on one second. Let me write down your
What is this
number.
in reference to, Dad?
Ben,
Don't yell at me, Dad, just because I'm a mile away.
Let me just get her number, and you can call her back if you feel like it. Ann, what's your number? So this is Ann Howard. I guess she knows you from high school, and she's calling about. She's on the committee that's organizing this reunion, your 5th high school reunion, and she wanted to invite you personally.
Oh, that's very nice. It's a shame I can't go.
Well, you have time, but it's not tonight. You have time. First of all, don't make a snap decision like that.
When is it?
She said, I think it's in a couple of weeks. She said you're going to get an invitation in the mail. She just wanted to personally invite you.
Did she ask who you were?
Well, I assume that.
I mean, you answered the phone, but did she say well, who's this?
No, I didn't identify myself.
So she didn't know you were my dad.
I didn't identify myself. I said that Ben is here. I said he's in the bath.
You said I was in the bath? You're kidding.
Well, there's nothing wrong with.
Dad, who takes baths anymore? Oh, that's embarrassing. Why did you say that? You could have said I was in the shower, I was shaving, I was working out.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I panicked.
I was building something.
It seemed like an innocent thing to say,
Did she sound like she lived at home? Did you hear her mom in the background?
I'm trying to remember what I heard in the background. I think it was the soundtrack to Exodus. If that helps.
You know the major problem, Dad, about you telling Ann I was in the bath?
Yeah.
I get the feeling she was picturing me naked. And that's going to hurt when I see her.
I didn't say anything about being naked.
Because I wasn't. I was wearing my suit.
You should rent a limo and pick up some of your friends. A lot of these kids do that, take a limo to this...
Not to the reunion, though. That was for the prom.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You can rent a limo with the vomit in it already for an extra couple $100.
Hey, Laura, how you doing?
Okay.
I forgot my shoes today, and my feet are wet. Do you have any dry stockings and shoes? I was in a hurry to go, and I got dressed up, and I wanted to look good, for therapy and the whole thing, and make sure I had the money. Of course, it's always about the money, apparently, with you guys, and forgot my shoes.
Wait a second, you lost me.
Look, Laura, you're not the therapist, too, okay? I answer enough questions in there. Anyway, Doc.
Yeah.
I feel a little weird today. I punched my cat, right? Now, I'm not an animal abuser. I love my cat. I gave him 2 vicious left hooks to the neck. Then I kind of skated back, gave him a straight jab to the push. It's like, meow, meow, meow. You'd be surprised how much give their little kitty necks have.
Why did you do that?
He had some of my chicken, right? He ate some of my chicken. I know I shouldn't. First, I just pushed him, Now, cats. You can't hurt a cat. You could pick up a cat and throw him. Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't even give you the satisfaction of looking back. Hey, I was going this way anyway, my main man. You know what I mean, Doc? So then I was on the phone. I see the cat. He gets in my gym bag, right? And he starts peeing and squirting all over the gym bag. Not a big deal. We've all done that. Sometimes you just don't feel like walking upstairs, right? But the protocol is if you're going to do it in somebody else's bag, you look away. You use a little discretion. You don't look right defiantly at them. Hey, here's your bag, right here. I'll give you your bag.
Right. I mean... Tom, please.
You mind if I have another beer?
Hey,
Doc, I'm drinking ice beer now. You know why?
Why is that?
Better buzz. Better buzz. Come on, have one beer with me. You want a light ice or a light extra dry draft ice? Rapapapa. Come on, have one for Dami.
Why do you want to change the mood in this room from work to play?
That's a good question. I'll give you... Pick a finger. Okay, pull it. Pull it.
Oh,
And guess what's up for you, Dr. Rooney? Oh, boy. Caramba!
Remember when I went to my
Well, you went to your 25th.
That's right.
Reunion recently.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It was great. I really had a great time, you know?
Yeah, but see, it's easy for you because you're established. I mean, you're a doctor.
I know, but that's not... Ben, people respect people. They don't respect titles. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Let me try again. People respect people.
Right.
People respect me because I'm Jonathan Katz, not because I'm Dr. Katz.
Well, how come you insist on being called doctor all the time?
Respect. It's a sign of respect. You know?
Dad?
But that's not the kind of respect I'm looking for. Not that night, anyway, because it was late and I had a couple too many.
You don't want to be a doctor in that situation.
No. Yeah. No.
Oh, dear.
What is it?
I got invited to my high school reunion.
Really? They invited you?
Yeah.
Do you think they had a hard time tracking you down?
Not really. That's kind of the embarrassing part. Did you go to yours?
No.
Did you go to high school?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah?
Would you do that equivalency thing?
No.
I mean, you actually got your diploma and...
Yeah.
Same here. Were you in a gang?
No.
Because those were big at my school. You know,
Really?
we had gangs.
Were you in a gang?
Yeah. Yes,
And
I
what
was.
was it called?
We were called the Jews. And we weren't very popular. Because I'll tell you, that on the back of a coat doesn't look good. Oh, man, that's funny. I was kidding, though, about the gang being called the Jews. I was never in a gang.
Oh, really?
I was in the map club, though.
Great.
It was kind of a gang, you know, but it was a gang that just loved maps.
So tell me why you stopped seeing your last therapist.
Well, because I just, I wasn't very honest with him,
Mhm.
and I sort of painted this picture of a person that I thought he would want to be talking to.
Right.
Therapy's supposed to be where you can just be honest in yourself, right? And just say everything that you can't say in the outside world.
That's the idea, yeah.
And there I was saying all these lies.
What kind of lies?
I told him that, I had blue eyes.
Right.
I don't. I told him that I was one of the Kennedys.
I see.
That's not true. I told him that I was a vegetarian.
So at least with me, this is a fresh start. And I hope you feel like you don't have to impress me.
Oh, no.
And it's in your best interest to be brutally honest with me.
Yeah, no, I know that now, yeah.
So you are half Cherokee then?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Hey, why? Ben, remember her? Didn't you have a thing for her? Or am I thinking of me? I'm just kidding.
Dad.
I'm just kidding, because that's why they have laws.
Yeah. Remember Doreen Caminiti? She used to come over on occasion, huh?
Yeah, it used to make me uncomfortable, you being alone in the apartment with her.
Yeah, we didn't do anything, It
just didn't feel right,
She was in my biology class.
Yeah, see, that's fuel to the fire, but...
There's nothing attractive about carrying around a fetal pig all the time, wherever you go.
Well, don't sell yourself short like that. Different women
I wasn't
are attracted
talking
to
about
different
me.
things. Oh,
I was
see
talking
what
about the
you mean.
actual pig.
The pig itself?
Yeah.
That's gross. That is...
This guy, Dad, Tom Fryer, was the guy who used to eat anything.
Oh, right, on a dare.
Yeah.
Isn't it the guy, didn't you once bet $20 he couldn't eat a ping pong ball?
That's right.
Right.
And he couldn't. But you could throw a candy bar on the ground and in the gutter and step on it.
Yeah.
And he'd eat it. And he'd get sick.
It's great to have a hook like that.
You know what he's doing today?
I'm betting it involves eating and gutters and...
Yes, he's a doctor.
So what'll it be, Ben? Have you made a decision about the
now that I
reunion?
looked at the yearbook and got all nostalgic, I'm going to have to say no.
But don't you want to see...
Hey, but Dad, these people have their own lives now. They don't need me anymore.
They never needed you.
That's true.
They liked you, Ben. They loved you. Some of them, I'm guessing. You know.
Is throwing my book bag around an expression of love?
I love my girlfriend very much, Doc.
Yeah.
I took her to Disneyland recently because, you know, she's 14 years old. She loves the rides. Everything is so new when you're that age. Those big, wide eyes, seeing things for the first time.
Tom, that's not true. She's not 14.
You know, Doc.
Yeah.
I realized something about myself. And, you know, a lot of times I thought, you know, being an Italian guy, that I was like a womanizer, a philanderer.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized, you know what it is? You know what my problem is, Doc?
What's that?
You want to know?
Yes, I would like to.
You want to know what my problem is, Doc?
Yeah.
You know what I have?
What? What do you have?
Too much love. That's what my problem is. Too much caring. Too much giving.
So where does the problem come in?
I think I made wrong choices.
Well, it's all about the choices we make in life. You know, you chose. You had a wonderful marriage.
What was that breath all about? And then wonderful marriage. What the hell's that supposed to mean? Big Mr. Therapist?
Well, I was just.
Mr. Know-It-All? Mr. Take My Money and Don't Make Me Better?
You think that's what's going on?
I can't get my life together. You know what depression is, Doc? I wake up for breakfast, and then I have a little bit of Captain Crunch. I laugh, I play in the bowl, I look for things in the milk, and then I fall asleep. I force myself to sleep. That's depression, Doc.
Well, that's your definition.
You know what I want to do with my life when I get better?
What's that?
I want to become a therapist, just like you, so I can sucker people into this place and make some bread. Look at this couch.
You think this is a racket, don't you?
I certainly do. I think you got a real racket going here.
So why do you come back week after week? Why?
Okay, here's the story. I was thinking about this. Do you love me? I'm asking you point blank. I love you, and I'm not ashamed to say I'm not in love with you. I love you, like in the sense that, you know, if you died, I would cry longer than I cried in ordinary people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you love me?
Tom, don't put me on the spot.
Okay. If you don't say anything, it means you love me. Okay, you do. Now, I never had a father, really a father.
Yeah.
Why don't you adopt me?
If you want to do a little role playing and pretend that I'm your father, if you think that would help.
Yeah, I think it would help.
Okay, let's try that. As long as you understand that when the session is over, things are back to where they were, which is not great.
Hi, Pop.
Hi, son.
Pop, may I sit here? That couch is too soft.
Sure.
Oh, boy. Hey, Dad, when I was in school today, little Jessica made me show her my pee-pee. Oh, boy.
You know, I think you're confusing young with really stupid.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Doc.
So looking through the yearbook,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, all this anger surfaces that he's been holding in. You know that he claims that I wasn't there for him in those years. You know, right after the divorce.
And where was Roz during all of this?
He for some reason or other will defend his mother until until he gets hungry. Essentially, and he goes off and eats something.
Terrible.
No, but he'll defend her till the end. You know, when in fact. She abandoned him. That's the story.
And he's misplacing his anger. He's transferring it, I guess, right? Isn't that the term? Transference?
Yeah, this is actually, it's not the correct use of that term.
Was misplaced.
It is misplaced anger, but it's not transference.
Okay.
Transference is a very specific.
What is that?
I don't know. I've never been able to use it correctly.
You know what, Dr. Jonathan Katz?
Come on.
You okay, Ben?
Push it.
Ben, are you all right?
Come on, baby. 3. Come on, make it.
Oh, Ben, yep.
Come on in, Dad.
Oh my God! What are you doing here, Ben?
I'm lifting weights.
Where'd you get that girdle, that harness?
Oh, it's not a harness.
What is that thing?
It's a weight belt.
Is that Mom's?
No, I'm
You trying to make up for the last 5-6 years of neglect in 24 hours?
What do you mean neglect? I've taken good care of myself.
Well, you taking good care of yourself in the sense that pampering yourself is taking good care of yourself.
I'll tell you, there's nothing better than the feeling that you have after a workout. It's like a high.
I mean, I don't know what a high is.
It means you're in a lot of pain.
Oh.
Try and lift one of these, Dad.
Jeez, you think I could?
I'll spot you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's not so heavy.
Oh, damn it.
Ben!
Hey, Dad, how are you?
You in the car?
Yes, I am.
Why am I yelling?
Why am I?
I don't know.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where's my high school? Because I'm out of state now.
Ben, the reunion is at the Sheraton.
Oh, I ain't going to no reunion.
Oh, Ben, that's a bad idea.
It's a long way to Mexico, Dad.
Yeah.
But you lent me the car, and I ain't coming back.
Yeah, that car is, if you cross a state line in that car, you are violating some law.
What is that?
Some kind of interstate commerce thing.
Yeah, I'm not wanted in this state.
You're not wanted in any state. That's the problem.
Dad!
I'm sorry, Ben. Don't set me up like that.
Why would you say that right before I have to go to my reunion?
Because you are a masochist to say a straight line like that to your father.
You know where I am right now?
I'm guessing you're in the front seat. I'm hoping.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Ben. How was it?
You know what? It was great.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I was so worried.
I loved it. I'll go to another one tomorrow. I wish I graduated several high schools.
Yeah.
Because I'd go to all their reunions.
Well, who did you most like to see?
Everybody was great. I mean,
everybody remembered you, and
most people remembered me, and
What about Doreen Caminiti?
She was not there. She was not there. I didn't see her, but I saw a lot of other old friends, and we danced. I did 3 fasties, 2 slows.
That's great. Who'd you slow dance with?
Herman Melkin.
Did they do, what's that dance called that's a craze right now?
Oh, the Macarena.
Yes, did they do that?
They did not do that, no.
That's good. I don't like that. Makes me uncomfortable.
Right. We did the bunny hop, though, I'll tell you that.
That's a classic.
I squished 2 people.
Well, is there somebody in your life, Lisa, who just like the bane of your existence?
Yeah, there's someone I work with who is almost impossible to deal with.
Yeah.
And I have to see this person every single day.
Yeah.
I've talked to you about him before.
Right.
He's really sensitive. He's the most selfish creature I've ever met, and I don't even know how to deal with him anymore. I get really angry and frustrated because I can't. Oh, can you hold on? That's my cellular.
Yep.
Okay. Hello? Hi. Oh. Hi, Michael. Can you hold on one second? Okay, this is him. This is him calling right now.
This is good. Just hold your ground. Tell him that that you're not at work now.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't need to talk to him now.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see him at work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that he shouldn't be calling you at home.
Okay. Michael, hi. You know what? Right now, this is my own time, and I don't. We have time at work where we can discuss this stuff. Well, you don't have to take it personally. Can you hold on one second?
Tell him that he is constantly playing the victim. That it's passive aggressive.
You know what? Can I just tell you, you are constantly playing the victim. This is really passive aggressive. What do you mean? What does that mean? Hold on. What does that mean?
Passive aggressive means it classically is just as a type.
Can you pick it up a little bit?
Well, it's complicated. Let me. It's passive aggressive is a certain type of response.
It's a response
in which one party is
you have to pick it up.
In which one party is acting.
I'm sorry, I'm suffering.
Tell him we'll call him back.
Can I call you back?
Yeah, we got to work this out because he's gonna suspect that you're being coached by a guy who stammers.
Wow, do you look good today? Can you come here for just 1 second? Dr.
please don't.
Katz, cha-cha-cha. Come on, just go with me. I think I'm falling hard for Dr. Cha-cha-cha. Come on, just the therapist
You know,
now.
it-
I'm
that's
leaving now. You and me in my dreams. Cha-cha-cha. Come here, Doc.
First of all, this is not a cha-cha.
You know what's amazing, seriously, about this? When I'm in therapy with you,
Yeah.
and I'm so close to you, I could just punch you right in the face, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's true.
Isn't that scary, the thought of that? Or I could just, like, poke one of your eyes, or...
Where do these thoughts come from, and where are we going with this?
I just don't think you really care about my problems. I mean, you never give me an extra minute of your time. It's always, well, you know what the thing is. You ever think maybe I'm in a little hurt here, Doc? I was even thinking of becoming gay, but I can't get in that kind of shape. I mean, I had a dream the other night that I was in an Elizabethan play.
Yeah.
And I understood nothing but everything. You know what I mean? Then I had this dream. I get kidnapped by pirates, right?
Yeah.
And I had to put those tights on. And the whole time I'm talking, I'm holding my stomach in. What does that mean?
Oops, Tom, I'm sorry. You know what the music means.
Hey, Doc, thanks so much for this. This is great. Now, look.
Just don't expect this.
I don't expect anything. Can I sit in the front, though? Please? Let me sit in the front, because I like to wave. Look at this. I love to put my head out the window like this.
Don't do that, that's not, Dom, that's
Look
not
how much
safe.
wind I can take in my mouth. Hey, Doc.
Yes.
Want to stop at Scooters for a little brewski? Come on. One beer on me.
No, I
You buy the rest of the night. Come on.
No, I actually have another arrangement, so
Hey,
I'm
there's
gonna...
a pharmacy. Let's drive through the takeout window. Come on, you're a doctor. Let's party. I'm feeling a little pain. What about you, Doc? Come on, let's write some scripts, huh?
No, it's not that.
Come on, legal drugs. Not a bad way to go.